All right, it looks like we are good to go. Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. We haven't played Settlement Survival in quite some time on the channel, and I've kind of been in the mood for a city builder, and I figured it would be a great chance to stream up and play with you guys for a little bit here. So we're gonna go ahead and start a new game. There might be some new things since we've even played last time, so we'll see together if there are. We'll call this Streamsville. Sure. Precinct difficulty, we've been playing on extreme normally. We'll try that. Let's go for former customization or members that we had. Interesting. Let's go with disasters as default. Initial materials are going to be scarce. You know, let's change these just a little bit, just because we're not playing one of our regular game modes here. Initial population 18. Let's start with. Oop, I thought that said 20. Start with 21. Initial cubs. Let's say on. Temperature. Go with standard. Starting seeds, start 2. Let's go for longevity. Random events occasionally. Resource output, let's say default. We'll say that. And then let's go for 3 initial tech points. Tech point output, we'll put it as a regular 1.0. All right, so then let's leave this as is, I guess. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and get it started here. Yeah, so I just got done with our episode for Dave the Diver for tomorrow, and yeah, I wanted to, I got some time today, so I was like, we gotta play some games, and let's just get together and do some city building since it's been some time. All right, so getting started here, we have a couple of good little spots. We got some of this here coal, we need that, some stone, tree action, and then some good flat mine spots, it looks like over in here especially. So let's go ahead and this is a decent spot right in here. All right, it looks like we have a couple of viewers now. Welcome. So let me know if you can hear my voice twice. It's something that I try to have on where I can hear myself talk, but I can't usually tell if it's in the stream. So if it's there, please let me know and I'll turn it off. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some roads started here. What do we have? We have a couple workers. Okay. So we're gonna want to gather up some of these things around here. We want some trees. We're gonna want some stone. So let's get a little bit of stone, a little bit of coal, iron. That's iron, right? Not coal. Anyways, yeah, we'll check that out in a second. Let's go ahead and gather up some of these trees. Let's get started again. Gotta remember all of my hotkeys too. What is this guy? Can't click on that. Interesting. Okay, we'll gather it up. I'm pretty sure that that is iron. Okay, and then what does this say? There will be initial happiness and health bonus for every new game. Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, let's get these things gathered up. How are we doing on housing? We are going to need to build some more housing. So we'll do 1, and we'll go for this guy. And I do like to do 2x2s. See, I got to remember all my hotkeys here. So we got R for rotate. Perfect. Okay, we'll get these guys. We'll get a couple houses on the way. And we'll do like that. Okay, so those guys are going to build that up. We do have one little durable storage yard, but while they're doing all that gathering and hopefully a little bit of building here, we should go ahead and check out our technologies and we'll get that started right away. Okay, so we usually like to go down to our agriculture and get to farming efficiency pretty much as fast as possible. So let's go straight away for that. That's going to double our speed of sowing and harvesting, so a very, very powerful tool there. So this thing is saying that I have one chat, but I'm not seeing any chats. So, hope there's not an issue. I've had issues with this before, and I don't stream enough to get them ironed out and keep them ironed out. It's a problem. So if let me know if this is working, if you can chat. If it's giving an error, I guess I can't really contact you, but if nobody says anything for a while, I'll have to dig into it a little bit. Anyways, okay, so tourism is the new DLC, and it looks like we got a couple of things here. So I haven't looked at these at all. Basic attraction that can attract regular tourists. Winter is the peak tourist season. Pirate Adventure Park, and then we have the hotel. So these aren't terribly difficult. A little bit of wood, a little bit of plank action, some plank, cut stone, and some cloth there. So nothing too crazy. We might be able to actually see these today. Okay, so we need to focus on some of these other requirements that we're going to need here. So we have the clinic for health, we have the chapel for happiness, and let's see what else we can get into. Okay, so we don't need any clothing yet. We have some of that. Chopping house, that's what we're going to want to get into. We're going to need some firewood here. So we'll get that guy going. A couple other services. Let's see. Oh, a crematorium. That's new. Citizens will be cremated in the crematorium after they are dead, and fuel will be consumed. This is... the devs in this game. This is such a nice thing to have, because before, when we had cemeteries, we had to keep destroying and rebuilding the cemeteries, and it was a pain in the butt. And I'm using a right click to try and rotate. I wonder what game that's from. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put the crematorium there. That is so helpful. Okay, builder's cabin, we should have that. Town hall, so we can get a couple of immigrants. Let's get this going, definitely. Plop that guy. That'll work right there. Okay, cool. And we're at 8 laborers, so we're doing pretty well. What are we looking at for food? We're kind of struggling, of course. So let's go ahead, we'll gather some plants. We got lots of plants around here. Let's get these guys going. And then we're gonna need, we have a hunter's hut, right? Let's go ahead and we'll search for that guy. Hunter. There we go. Yeah. Let's get this guy plopped in. Doesn't really matter. There's no range restriction on that guy, so we'll put it right there. We will probably have to adjust eventually here. Oh, we got some fish over in this area. That would be great. Okay. Place, storage yard, dock. I don't want to do any of this stuff yet. The chopping house, do we have that getting built up? I know we looked at it. Crematorium, town hall. Let's get these things finished first. That'll probably be the better play. We have to gather up some of those the veggies and stuff around town, so we'll wait till they get done with that. We'll mark a couple more of these trees to get gathered. Let's hit this and hit this. All right. Cool. And I just want to give them some time to get some of this stuff completed here. Okay, let's see what else we can work on. We have a nice flat area here for some fishing we could do. I do want to get to this fishing point as well, but there's 2 right here, so that's pretty great. Let's think about our tech points. Ooh, that's what we should do. We need to get to... Man, I haven't played this game in a long time. Hard to remember where all this stuff was. This guy, the Research Institute. We'll get that as soon as we get another technology point. We're at 0 right now, because we invested everything into the agriculture stuff, which might have been a little bit premature, but you know, we'll manage. We'll do all right. So let's work our way kind of this way and down ways for our neighborhoody area, and then we're going to want to take advantage of this area for a mine. Okay. This isn't done yet. Oh, this is cut stone. Darn it. So let's pause that one for now. Cut stone is going to take a minute for us to get to. We just have regular own stone right now. So we can't quite build that. So you will absolutely need the cemetery for some time, unfortunately. Let's go for a 14x8. That'll work. This guy's just regular old stone. Okay, let's gather some rocks. We'll get some of these stone picked up. We're at 54. We needed some to build these houses. A little bit more iron ore over in here. Let's get that gathered up. Almost have enough for the town hall. This is looking pretty good to get started here. Okay, so food-wise, we picked up some of those veggies and stuff that were around, and that was excellent. Production of field, grove, and farm increased by 50%. We need to take advantage of that, definitely. So let's go ahead for our agriculture. We have our standard fields and our standard farms. We don't even know what seeds we have yet. So let's go ahead and get this guy going. I want to leave space for a road on the south there. We'll go for 4 and get these guys going. Oh, I missed what that town hall thing said. I must have got finished getting built. There we go. Okay, got those couple guys, and we will probably want to have some kind of storage facility a little bit closer to this, just because this one's, it's kind of the catch-all right now, so it's gonna get full. We want to have something else a little bit closer, I think. So let's go for our logistics storage yard. Let's do a decent size one. We'll go an 8x9. And we'll bring this guy up that, and we'll go like that. Get rid of that guy. All right, that'll work. Get these things done. 6 laborers, so we're still doing pretty well on laborers. 1 hunter should be good for now. And we can't enact any policies just yet. Okay, farmland policy has been unlocked. You can change policies in the town hall. Okay. Oh, this is new. Okay. Use raw water. Forbid raw water. Okay, let's see what this is. Citizens may be allowed to drink dirty river water, but doing so may put them at high risk for contracting diseases. Okay, citizens are forbidden to use and drink dirty river water directly. Thirst provided by beverages increases by 5%. Why? We need a well. That's okay. Let's do that. The big well. Can't forget any of these little things like this. Especially an important piece like getting water. Plop that guy down right there. Bring that out a little ways. And we want to take these guys out of here. So we will go ahead and there's a hotkey to power off. P for power. There we go. Let's leave the one going for now. And we have tomato seeds and broccoli seeds. As I'm not certain how cold will be in the winter, we're going to play it safe. Oh, I guess these are both 35 degrees. We're going to go for some broccoli seeds. One of my favorite veggies is broccoli. So we'll go ahead and get some of those guys going. Okay, and then we got the one worker for water, which we're currently at a nice big 0. Let's get that changed a little bit here. We'll get that upgraded. Got the one field for broccoli. Let's go, maybe, okay, it's August, so that doesn't really help us as far as planting goes. Still have room for another person to live in our house. Let's do a little bit more gathering of all the things out over in here. We got to keep our lumber stock high here. Didn't we get a chopping house right here? Yeah, okay, perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. We may need another one to keep up with our demand here. There we go. Grab this guy. We'll put it right next door. New music, too, I'm noticing in this game. Okay, we're looking pretty good, I think, to start with here. See the other things I've forgotten about. That'll jump out at me in a minute here. Okay, we got all these guys going at least. Town hall school. I'm going to hold off on the school for now. Because we want the workers. We could put it in. It wouldn't hurt to put it in, I guess. Let's go ahead and do that then. Let's kind of put this guy over here. Work. Okay. Very cool. Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. I'm just gonna take a second here and test my chat stuff. Just because I'm worried about it. Ah, I see. I am missing some chats. Avatar Seeger, thank you for writing in the chat here. Hunter Cabin Forestry, nice. Haven't played in some months. Downloading, nice. So Avatar, yeah, sorry I didn't see you in the app that I have here. I'm on my phone actually, to see my live stream. So let's see, what the heck do I got going on here where I can't see you guys? This is the whole point of wanting to stream, is so that I can interact with people, but I'm not seeing that anywhere. Okay, so here's what I think I may have to do. I might have to just get my phone plugged in and just talk. Like, I have to read my phone so I can talk to you guys. I'll figure it out. Thank you. Yeah, it's only been a little while. Okay, what do we got here? We got a little note here. Education policy has been unlocked. Gotta check out those policies. But excuse me for 2 minutes. I gotta grab my phone charger and get this thing plugged in. Alright, we're back. Sorry about all that. Get my phone guy plugged in here and then I can see when you guys talk to me. Alright, cool. Okay, where are we looking here? We got 4 laborers still. And we're in the winter time. Traveling merchant, we can't do anything about you. Okay, so good, our numbers are updating here. That's perfect. Tools are getting low. Clothing is getting low as well. Seeger says, and sometime you will have so many comments you can't keep up. That's true. That is true. I'm pretty bad with the number of comments I have now. I try to do those every time I make a video, but sometimes I forget about them. All right, Smithy, let's get this guy going, and then let's get a tailor right next to it. So how many reeds are we looking at here? Can I search for reeds specifically? We'll find out in a bit. We still got to do some gathering up. We are low on our wood, and that's going to be the theme for quite a while here. So let's get some more of these guys marked up. Because we just got nudged on the fuel reserve being low as well. We're looking at points. We got 2 points. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and get our research institute started. Palace of Justice. What is this? A judicial building that is critical to start the edict function. It provides large amounts of edict coins. Okay. A couple new texts in here too. Trade, we'll get into that in a minute here. Let's see, I want to get the material recycling is probably a good thing to get here so that if we destroy any buildings, we can reclaim all of the materials that are used for that. And let's go down over here. Research Institute. Let's at least get one of these guys built up. Let's take a minute to look at this. Leather, rough clothes. What else we got here? Not a whole lot. Okay, so the leather we're getting from hunting, of course. The smithy. Let's go for some stone tools. All right, that'll work for now. Okay, let's see what we have as far as critters goes. Let's see, we're going to go for gathering hut. I always forget about this guy too. Let's get this thing planted. Let's go about right here. We'll rotate that guy like so. All right, dirt road to connect it. All right, that'll be good. That guy going, and then we were looking for our pastures. Here we go. New tech point acquired. Excellent. Oh, we got a little thingy doodler right here. I might need to adjust where I put that gatherer. So let's cancel that, and then we'll focus on pastures over in here. Let's go for the whole 11 by 11 as our first pasture. And I think I'm just going to leave this weird space for right now. I'm not a huge fan of that, but let's go back for a gatherer's hut, and it will fit there. So let's go on this end of it. That way we get a little bit more out of it. Okay, we'll get these things built up, and then let's go for felled trees. Gotta get this stuff going, and then let's gather some rocks as well. Okay, yep, out of stone. We're out of ore as well. Clothing still doing all right, and the tools are what I'm worried about. So let's kick the tailor out of here for now. P to turn it off, remember? We'll get our labor back. That'll be good. And it's kind of not fruitful to have somebody working there when we don't have any materials. So let's go ahead and shift this person over to our hunter hut and get that going instead. A little bit more food probably is better than them just sitting there at the blacksmith doing nothing. Looks like we've lost a couple people already. Starvation. Oh boy, definitely rusty in this game. Be kind of embarrassing if I have to start over. Okay, let's go like this. Gather some of these veggies up. Am I at 5 times? No, I'm at 10 times. So let's slow down just a little bit. Maybe that's part of my problem. Going a little bit too quickly here. Okay. The beginning is a little bit slow. That's all right. One more tech point we have. Okay, let's see. So the herbalist hut would be good to help with healing the sick people. This is good for temporary housing. Let's see. There's a bar too. Yeah, these are all new in here. We look at our edicts again too. Not quite at mining yet. Material recycling we just got. I'm not really in a rush to get any of this stuff right now, but let's keep looking here. Well, we could start to gather up reeds. We had agriculture reeds there. All processing for some better meats. That's always a good one, but we need a sawmill. Okay, do we have the sawmill? Let's get that next. This will be a good one to have going on. And we're right by the water, so this is handy. If I can get a good spot for it. It's always a tricky part in this game for me. Okay, that'll work. Bring that across like so. Excellent. Okay, great. Any other drop-off points that we might want? We got this one up here for kind of our catch-all. This is the original one. But maybe we want one down here too. For the pasture goods and for the gatherer hut goods. But let's just do some gathering of things first before we do that. Let's go back up to 10 speed here. Just because I'm thinking about laborers. We're at 0 laborers right now. Not good. Check on our policies here. Let's forbid raw water because who wants to drink dirty river water? That's kind of gross. And then we have plenty on our beverages for regular water. So let's do that. Education policy. The town will not focus on any educational direction. That's kind of where we're at right now. We have value science and technology, value physical education. Okay, let's just see what these say. So science and tech, the probability of citizens gaining additional abilities through learning textbooks is increased by 20%, but school time is longer. Okay. And then for PE, we have citizens max stamina increased by 5%. The citizens' probability of gaining additional abilities through learning textbooks decreases by 30. Ooh, those are both very difficult. This feels very late game. This I don't like at all. We got a couple other ones here we're just gonna ignore for now until we get to it. Farmland policy. Okay, so we have regular harvesting. Every grain is precious. Farmers will collect the crops for storage as they are reaped. Farmers will collect the obtained crops for storage during the reaping process. And then we have reap first. Farmers will only collect the reaped crops for storage when the whole reaping process is done. Okay. Recycle crop straw. Farmers will collect grain straws and bean straws while harvesting crops. I wonder what you can use these for. Farmers will collect them in bean straws. Interesting. Okay, so for now, let's just keep it at regular harvest. And then others, do we have anything yet? Oh, we have an immigration policy. Okay. Make a decision, receive all, reject all. Well, we're gonna go for receive all because that's what we like to do for quite some time. At least that's what we did before. To use the edict, you need to unlock the Palace of Justice and Science. All right, cool. So now we learned about that, and it looks like our vendor is gone. That is not good. Let's shift from our hunter hut back to our marketplace. Have to have the vendor. Another problem that I'm noticing right here is we might be pretty low on extra housing. Let's see, Seeger says, I always play at lower speed. Yeah, it's a good idea. I'm just really impatient, you know? We'll go ahead and we'll slow it down. That's a good idea. Okay, we have no herds people. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have beef cattle and goose. I like the beef cattle because we get fat, leather, and beef out of it. And the poop, of course, but let's get that started. We just need to find some people around here. What's our population looking like? We're at about 22, 23-ish, somewhere in there. Okay. Decent. Yeah, we got to keep gathering stuff. So for when we gathered up our harvest, what was this looking like? 768, and it's gone already? Okay. Let's take some builders out. Let's go all the builders out. Let's get another hunter going. Let's get a herds person going. There we go. That's better. We got a bunch of cows rolling over there. That's perfect. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Don't care about this being created just yet. We have wiggle room in our cemetery. That's good. And then our 2 farmers are now laborers. So let's go ahead and fell some trees. I forgot about my strategy of harvesting the trees that are further away in the spring and the summer. Because then once winter comes along, all the trees and stuff are closer to the town, and then people don't risk freezing to death so badly. Like out here, this is a long walk. Okay, we already got a frosty person out here. So I'm tempted to cancel this just because of that. I don't have room to lose people to being cold right now. So like that for now. But well, let's gather this little group of trees. That'll be decent enough for a little bit. Grab these guys as well. Okay. Stone's pretty low. Iron is also low. Okay, well, we got this guy going. So I hope our food is gonna be good enough here. We got a farm, we got a hunter hut, we got cattle now. What are these guys bringing in here? Some geese and venison, a little bit of alpaca. So, I mean, decent chunks of meat. That's good. Don't have any of these guys going yet. 2 people on the well. Let's back that off. And then, okay. So, I got the school going. Do I want to keep that up? Let's take this off, just because I don't want to be struggling. And with people in there, kind of struggle a bit. I'm gonna speed this up just a touch. I'm gonna probably go back and forth with this speed a little bit. Forester, thank you, Seeger. That's a great idea. Let's get this guy, the Forester hut. Okay. Now, okay, so we have this guy right over in here, and when we bundle up our Forester huts and our gathering huts, I right click there, we will be able to, if we do 2 of these guys, be able to kind of jam cram a bunch of dense woods in this little area. And what that's going to be good for is it will concentrate our these little guys that are growing around. So it's easier for the gathering hut to pick up veggies and stuff because everything's gonna be right there. But we only need the 1 for right now, so let's just do that. We really need some iron ore. It looks like we're looking for about 45. So as soon as the snow melts, we're gonna come out here and grab that, and then we should be looking a little bit better. Oh, we have this right here too as well. Okay, that'll be good. Let's see. The food thing is just not very good. I'm not happy with it. Do I invest more in farms? I feel like the pastures are probably a better idea. I know I normally have gone farms, I mean, but you get so many other good things with these pastures. I really like the idea. Now that we have the beef cattle there. Let's go for another, this is 11 by 11. We'll just copy that. And then I think I'm going to use this little space right here for a little storage yard, just because it's easier, easier for everybody to bring things right here rather than going all the way up here or here. And then I moved that because I was trying to take up less space for this guy, but having it here or there, I guess, doesn't really matter. New seed acquired. Let's see what we got. We have coffee seeds. Okay, that's good. I'm pretty sure I need an orchard for that. Let's see. Yep, seeds planted in orchards that yield coffee beans. Okay, we'll worry about that in a little bit. We could start to export some of that coffee as well, but we're not quite to that point yet. All right, so as I said, once the snow melts, we're going to start to gather up some things. Let's get this iron stuff gathered up. We have 4 laborers. That's pretty good. Pretty happy with 4 laborers. Get that stone picked up, and then we're going to need to gather some plants to kind of supplement everything right now. Get that going. Don't need reeds so much, so I'm not going to go all the way to these guys. All right, that looks pretty decent. Okay, so this should be plenty of iron, of ore and stuff that we picked up to get the Research Institute completed and these other guys over here done. We got this second one here. 4 laborers are going hard at work, and then we got our 2 people on the farm just starting the broccoli planting. Great. What is this guy saying? Not enough wood, probably? Yep. So 2 chopping houses. It's going to use up our wood like crazy. That's better. Well, we're doing really well on fuels. Almost 400 fuels. That's really good. Really good for our little town right in here. Okay, we need more iron ore up here and more stone up here as well. So let's let their queue get processed a little bit here. They're picking up all the food around. We should have gathered out the iron that we found. So let's just go ahead and let them do their deal there with that. Flax seeds now available to us. That's a very, very important piece, of course. So we have our tailor. We need some more workers before we start getting into processing flax into clothing. And we have a little bit of clothing left, so we don't need to rush that just yet. If we get like a batch of immigrants or something, then sure. But not quite yet. And they should automatically accept, which would be very, Very nice. What do we got going on over in here? This looks like iron or something. But, oh, it is. Nice. Yeah, so this is a good spot for that storage yard. It's allowing the gathering of things to be brought right here. And then that's less travel time, of course, so they don't have to bring everything over in here all the time. What is this? A gold point can obtain extra gold sand output from quarry and open mine structures. Okay, that's nice. I remember that from previous. Okay, well, we're at 9 food now. Not great. Are you guys gathering up any of these yet? 216. That's pretty decent. Okay. It looks like we got most of our manual gathering stuff finished up. So let's go back and we'll fell some more trees out over in here and try and prepare a little bit more for our winter. That's obviously going to be coming here soonish. It's May, so we got some time, but we want to have lots of wood, and then we can continue to build too, and we'll have enough resources for the chopping houses. Traveling merchants back. We don't have enough coins for you, so we'll just ignore that. Yep. 25 tools. Okay, that's gonna become a problem here very, very soon. Let's gather these rocks, and let's gather these rocks and all the wood that we have. And then we're gonna need to come over here to the smithy, and we're gonna have to start getting these guys going very, very soon. 25 is not gonna last us very long. We only have 3 workers right now. I really need them to be out here gathering stuff. Looks like we got a couple meat pops running around. I don't see a whole lot of... There we go. Got a couple more of these guys over in here that we can gather up. A little bit more veggies for food. These guys. Oh, yes! Perfect. Just what I needed. Okay, so July, we might be able to get away with planting some more broccoli. 10 immigrants will accept those for sure. Now, okay, so let's pause just for a second. We are going to need to put in some more houses. So let's do a little bit of gathering. So we have all this stuff marked for gathering, which is excellent. But now that we got more of these immigrants, we will be able to gather this stuff up more efficiently because now we have more hands to do all the work. This is pretty late in the season now to start planting. Look, are they harvesting already? They are. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty late in the season to start planting again, but we're definitely going to want to start getting some houses going. That, like that. And I like this this 2x2. It just looks clean, I think. Another thing that would be good to put in is an interim housing, apartments as they used to be called. But let's go ahead and close off these houses with the road. All right, that'll be good. We should probably prioritize these things, shouldn't we? Oh, there it is. We'll prioritize that house. I think we only do one thing at a time. Yep, okay. That'll work just fine. Let's get some of this stuff gathered up. And then for the next season, I don't want to do flax yet. As I said, it's not, I don't think we're quite there yet. But the tooling thing, that's what we need to get going on here. So we'll get another farm operating next year in September. So as soon as the snow melts, actually we can do it. I mean, as soon as the snow falls, really, we'll set that up. That'll be a good thing for us. And then this pasture getting done too would be great. Let's go ahead and we can assign another worker to that. Because then we can put some more cattle in there. How are we doing? Okay, so wood, we're doing okay. Everything else looking okay except for the tools. So we get some more of that stone going, get some more of this wood brought in, and then we can start this back up. So let's just go ahead and we'll do that now. Get that started at least. We're at max cap for our domestic fuels. Fantastic. We'll take one person out of there. Oh, we don't have any builders. I'm like, why isn't this stuff getting built? Oh, I took the builders away. Okay, we'll put the 3 builders back in there. And then there we go. Now we should be able to start getting some stuff done. All right, the snow is falling. Let's go ahead and we'll add, we got 2 workers to this farm, get some more broccoli for the next season. Down to 6 laborers again. And that's just fine. Our trees coming back that are close by to the town, really good. Okay, these guys are all completed out here. I'm gonna cancel the rest of these because of the cold. And these guys don't even have a house to get warm, so that will be a problem at some point here. Get a couple of these homes built up. The 3 builders should make pretty quick work of these. We got 10 people, so this should be plenty of housing for those 10 people. We could even probably cancel these temporarily. Pause them. We'll do that. So we'll pause that, get these 4 houses done. That should be 16 people. We had 11 that came in, so we should have some wiggle room yet. Let's prioritize that guy, and then we should be good to go. Now, during the winter, we'll get some of this other stuff built up. We should be looking really good. What do we got? New seed acquired? Is that from before? Yeah, it was. Okay, that's fine. New tech point. I haven't looked at techs in a minute. Okay, so let's take a peek here. Our health is kind of not great, so I think it would be pretty beneficial if we got this guy. And then, of course, we take care of the waterborne diseases that can occur. And if we get some immigrants that are all sick, we will prevent them from wiping out the town. Which happened to me the very first game that I played. I remember that. So I learned that lesson the hard way. Okay, so we got that guy going. And we got the herbalist hut. Let's get that going over in here. Kind of got our more civilly things over in here. Okay, Research Institute. We'll keep you in there for now. We got 5 workers, that's decent. We'll keep you in there for now. This thing's almost done, we'll prioritize that. It looks like we got all of the homeless people taken care of. Fantastic. Food is still an issue. Okay, well, 2 would put us at 3. We could maybe do 1 more farm of broccoli. We can get a stock. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. So let's go ahead and we'll allocate those 2 people to that. We're gonna want at least 1 gatherer, so that when we're sitting at 2 people, and then if this is here, we need the immigrants. We don't have any in our timeline, so we have to wait a little bit a while and just deal with what we have. Hopefully nobody else dies. That's the biggest thing. Citizen got injured. We have the clinic, right? Pretty sure that came with us. Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. Oh yeah, these have the AoE effect now. I forgot about that. Residents in range get health plus 15. And then plus 15 happiness. So yeah, we want to build those houses within range, which we did. And now we're down to 1 laborer. So let's take 1 person out of there. See, now that this finally got built, I don't like it there. I want it to be further down. We could maybe adjust that in a bit, but we'll keep the 1 worker there. We want somebody to be bringing in medicinal herb to process, right? Unless they change that. I think they're just called herbs now, if I remember correctly. Alright, yeah. How are we doing on fuels? Not good. What is this saying, though? 500, we have 44. What's the scoop? Huh. No workers have been assigned. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just leave that for now. We'll need this. Our sawmill's almost done as well. So what we could do, let's do this. Let's demo this. We can always assign people in the sawmill to make domestic fuels for us. So we have Ella in here. Let's just turn this off just because of the labor count. But we're going to want domestic fuel, so we'll set that up for now. Actually, they're more efficient, so maybe we could flex 2 people. Let's do that. We'll flex 2 people from there to here. And now we're out of workers again. We'll go back to 2. Okay. 2 people working in the water sawmill, 2 people as laborers. Let's get some of these demoed. We do have builders we can adjust as well. Let's not forget about those guys. Okay, broccoli people are planting. Excellent. Let's do some more gathering of plants. We are in trouble. We need that. Gathering a bunch of reeds there by mistake. So let's fault these guys. We don't need reeds at this moment. We will soon. So our tools are helping. It's still not enough, it looks like. Still in the red. But we're heading in the right direction. The tooling situation. Well, we were. Our person died. Died of starvation. Died of starvation. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and shift some of our builders. Get another farmer over there helping out. And then we need to replenish our smithy worker also. Okay. Got that going on. Still no immigrants on our timeline. Domestic fuels are meh. But we'll have plenty of trees right in near town here for winter to gather up, so that's perfect. Oh, got our forester hut completed. So, okay, so this is what we want to do for the forester hut here, the first one. Anyways, we're going to do fell and plant. The next one we're only going to plant. And that recipe is going to give us that dense foresty area over in here, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. So we'll get to that point in a little bit. I got this one paused. That'll be just fine. Pasture needs a little bit more wood, so it looks like we need to gather more trees. And it's not cold out, so let's go ahead and do that. Work our way down over in there, and then we'll kind of come over in here as well. New tech point completed, okay. So, happiness is also kind of low. So, a police station would be beneficial. We need cut stone for that. Okay. So, the cut stone is gonna be under processing. Nope. Construction. Found it. And that'd be this. But let's check this out first. Demolition actions required minus 75%. So demo is our faster. Let's get that. And then let's go for the cut stone. Masonry workshop is a good thing to have. We don't have the means to really utilize that right now. But at least we will have it ready. And immigrants. Yes. Excellent. That's going to be very, very helpful. Looks like about right on time, too. Got lots of meat pops. I'm worried about some people not making it here. Are all the things that we want built? For the most part. So let's take that out. Dueling person. Let's take you out as well. Kind of risking it there, but... Water person. Okay, that's still doing just fine. And then we have our two people up here making domestic fuels, really low on those. Not fine. Okay, so with our two laborers, we'll start cutting some trees down. And then as soon as these farms are done, they'll swap to laborers as well. So it's going to be perfect. That's one thing that's nice about this broccoli. What's the grow period? 80 days? I guess tomatoes are about the same. Yeah, so it gets done pretty quickly. That's less than 3 months. So good deal there. Should be able to look at our graphs too. See if we can figure out how to do that again. Resource monitor. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. Stock management. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Production graph. Let's check out our broccoli. Let's see. Graph mode, because I'm a visual person. Food. Type. Broccoli. Alright. So, yep, we need probably one more farm, and then we will be making more than we are consuming, it looks like. So now we will know for next year we need to add 2 people into this, and it looks like the immigrants aren't going to be here until after the planting season and harvesting season, so can't quite do anything with that yet. But these guys are done, so we should be cutting up some trees. Yep, I just saw one fall over there. Great. Cattle are doing awesome. So we're restricted with the beef part of the cattle by how many cattle are there, right? So we might just have to shift somebody out of there. Let's just go like that. And then we'll have the 3 laborers, and that will be good. I feel like I should maybe have somebody in the Research Institute getting us points, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so we got our first kind of falling apart house. So we have to have a builder, I think. And then we're going to need to have our services repair shop. We're going to need to get one of these guys going here. We'll do that. We'll prioritize that. Yeah, we need the builder to build that. And we might not have enough logs for that. So we'll go ahead and we'll fell some trees over here and over in here. Alright, that looks pretty good. It's kind of stockpiling some logs, I think. We're going to be using that, of course, for our domestic fuel. And we're really low on that. We don't have any toolmaker anymore, so I have to remember that I need to put that back in there. We'll have one person that will be our repair person. Maybe we'll shift the builder to be a repair person. I feel like that makes sense. And then that should be pretty well taken care of for now. Let's just get our masonry workshop placed. That's not that big of a deal to do. This would be a good little spot for some more farms, so I'm going to leave that open. Okay, we'll put that guy there. Might have to do a little bit of shuffling around here. We're getting kind of just crowding everything. What I usually like to do is totally fill in the marketplace circle with a neighborhood area, so I'll have to do that eventually. And just push some of this other stuff out. Kind of anticipating the expansion of our neighborhood, which we'll need at some point here. Okay. Now I got everybody running out deep into the woods out over in here, potentially freezing to death. So we're going to go ahead and adjust that. Don't have anybody way out here. That's perfect. Okay, and then pasture is good to go. Cattle, or let's go for geese because we can use feathers for some things. We'll just go for geese for now. And we're out of workers. So let's pause that. Let's shuffle this guy around. Minus, and okay, there's somebody in the repair shop already. That's perfect. Okay, we'll leave it just like that. Now we have the 2 extra laborers plus all of the farm people, so that should work out really well. What do we got? A merchant ship, and then the yield from farms increases by 30% in harvest years. Okay, that's really nice to have. That will help us, hopefully, with our situation on our food. I'm gonna let these trees grow back a little bit more that are all right in here. I'm not gonna take them down right away. Get some of these guys picked up, some of these veggies out here. Hunting hut, you're still doing pretty well, looks like. Good. Alright, yeah, we're just waiting for those immigrants before we can do anything more, really. Anything else that we're missing? Just get the food. So water, okay. We'll need to put another person in our big well here once we get our immigrants. Stone and tools. Yeah, that tool bit. Do we have any stone around here still? We got some right here. So yep, as soon as the snow falls, or melts, I mean, which should be very soon here. There it is. I will go ahead and we'll gather these rocks. And then we got to get a tool maker started up again. This got repaired. Excellent. So what we could do is take the repair shop person out of there until things need to be repaired, until we can dedicate somebody to it permanently. So we'll just focus on our laborers right now. We got 4. Doing all right. Let's get one person here because of the food situation. So we'll go like that. Let's assign 2 people for our broccoli right there. And we should, according to our graph, be very, very close to having enough broccoli producing for food. Anything else need to repair? I don't see it. Okay, this must be an old notification. Let's clear that. And then we have one person who's starving. Okay, yep. At least it's only one person. That's doing pretty well. Reserve of fuel is low. I'm kind of pushing everything right now. Kind of to the edge. So we got a good amount of stone now, 392. It's excellent. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait basically for the farmers to do their thing, and then we can double check that. No technology points. Well, yeah, that makes sense. We're not really focusing on that. But the next thing we probably want to do is the police station. We have the ability to make cut stone now. It's good. And then for mining, we might need to think about mining here pretty soon, with the quarry and then the iron itself. Just because it gets further and further out to get some stuff. So we have these guys for now, supplemental things. 2 there, a bunch of rock here. But that's not a lot of iron. We are going to need to... Oh my goodness, a big bear. Calm it down and send it home. That's all we can do. Alright, well, that was kind of crazy. Huge thing over there. But we could also build a little bridge across the way here. Gather up these guys. But I think it would just be, it could be just as easy to build a mine or two over in here. We'll need them eventually, so might be hard to have enough people to fill them. Well, that'll be okay. We'll figure that out once we get to it. I saw food in the green there for a minute. Hit a positive number, so I think we're kind of on the brink of having that figured out. It should be harvesting pretty soon. 3 laborers. Okay, so while we do have some laborers, let's go for a gather all down over in here. Let's get this hunk of stuff picked up, and then we'll just gather plants as well, just to kind of supplement that. Let's get all sorts of plants gathered up. Okay, and then we have plenty of trees right in here now. For winter time, we can gather those up. How are we looking on tools? Pushing it again. We have plenty of domestic fuel. Clothing is still holding out. We probably got another 2 years or so before we're going to really have to start focusing on some clothes. Which of course is going to mean we are going to need some flax. Let's get those 2 guys going like so that we're prepared for that. And we're going to bring that up like that, and then like this. So this flat right here, really, really nice. I'm not going to build any more farms up over in here. I'm going to use that for fishing of some kind here. We need to build some planks before we can build a fishing dock. So something to keep in mind there. Oh, as temperatures rise, the number of mosquitoes also increases, which makes citizens often bitten and infected with disease. They are not fatal, but they surely affect citizens' work efficiency. Okay, clean areas with poor hygiene or prepare some medicine. Let's just clean areas. Citizens cleaned up the town thoroughly, mosquitoes were less, and their health was guaranteed. Great. Medical soap 200. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. Thank you, mosquitoes. Okay, it looks like we're at about broccoli harvest time. 85%, 89. Yeah, so about 10% left on there. I'm really excited about this crematorium. That is such a nice addition. Before we had to just deal with the cemeteries until we got to the Chichen Itza, which took a long time. Speaking of which, we could build another trading post here. Can't really do a whole lot with it right now, but something to have. Maybe we wait a little bit. We'll wait until we can demo this out of here. I think that'll be a better move. And you know, this crematorium probably doesn't have to be here either. It can probably be outside of the range. So that's something to consider as well. We have a little bit more space than currently looks like. So let's cancel that. Let's cancel that crematorium. And let's just scoot it down a little bit. Put it right here. My thought is I can maybe do a couple more farms right here on the edge. And then we have this space opened up for some homes, which we will be needing eventually here. We'll go like that, so we're prepared. All right, we have some immigrants nearly here. We have some openings, one opening. But we're definitely going to need to activate these homes again. We'll activate, we might as well build them up. We're going to need them. Should have the materials to do it as well. 3 laborers. We're still picking up some veggies out here, so we'll just hold up for that. Gather this iron. So we're going to need it here pretty quick. And then I thought I reassigned this worker. Okay, now we're down to 3 tools, so not going to be good there. Let's see what happens when we get these immigrants. We'll be hopefully smoothing out a little bit. Okay, food looking great now. Look at that. Production 1600, consumption 1100. So now we should be able to stockpile some more of that broccoli and have some more food. Very, very good. So we got that part figured out for now. Of course, when the immigrants arrive, it's going to throw that off, but we'll figure it out. I'm really happy about this cattle situation over in here. I might do another pasture as well. This one is buffed, that's true, but still, I think it's doing pretty well. I don't want to go over here because of our little foresty action, so let's go over here. We're working on 1111s, so we'll go like that. Bring our road out a little bit further. We could sneak a couple more in here. That will be cows as well, and the storage yard's getting pretty full. So let's prepare for that as well. We'll bring this guy up about right there, and then I'm gonna go for, well, I guess a road doesn't really make sense there, does it? Let's say fill in the rest of this line of the road, but I don't really need to. We can even expand one like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, poor laborers, winter is upon us. So let's, of course, go ahead and we'll cancel some of this stuff out here. I don't want people dying. Okay, and we'll cancel this as well. But we have all of these trees that are right in town here, so let's get these guys gathered up. Town is going to look naked after this. And we'll do it like that. Got a couple more over in here we'll grab, and that should be pretty good for now. Okay, we got the 4, and we have immigrants rolling up here shortly. So we'll do just what we did before. We'll accept the immigrants, and then we'll send them out to help us gather this stuff up, and then we'll start to allocate them to some places. We're doing pretty good with wood and stone. It's an iron ore that's not the greatest thing. Except the 10 people, and we don't quite have houses for them, and look at that. I forgot about the clothing. So what we're going to have to do, let's get some tailors working in here. Try and get back up to cap. Let's put a builder in. Let's put a repair person in. School I'm not worried about right now. Let's go for a research institute. Okay. We'll let the rest of these people do some gathering. The clothing thing, that's a hot problem. We gotta get that figured out as soon as we can here. Let's prioritize building of some of these homes with a 1 builder yet. That'll be nice. So I was having the... Oh, let's deal with this first. Efficiency of producing structures plus 20%. Construction proficiency. Let's go for the processing of structures. That looks better. Alright, so I'm looking at our chat here. I'm trying to look at the chat here again. It looks like something changed here. So weird. I'll have to figure that out at some point. Oh, I do see that message. Okay. Well, on my phone, I guess I see that. Hi. So we'll just carry on. I should be able to see your messages. So I got my phone up here. So we'll work through that. Okay, we got our houses coming together slowly. And it looks like we gathered up all that random stuff that was around. That's perfect. I kind of don't want to just put these people to jobs. I like having that many laborers running around. We'll put a couple more builders in. Could get this built up too. Great harvest, that'll be good. Broderick's happiness has decreased due to family conflict and unfriendly neighbors. Rip. Alright. Clothing, how's that working? It's not yet. Okay, well. Things are getting gobbled up as soon as they're getting created, I'm sure. That's okay. Only have the 1 tailor for now, and that should be just fine. Let's gather up these rocks now that the snow is melting. The iron over here, and that's looking good. Let's go back over in here, and we'll mark these guys as well. So that'll be it. That'll be all of our rocks. Well, I guess we got some up here. Most of our rocks. And it looks like we're going to have to start putting in some more homes up here. Okay, we'll get those ordered, and then we're just going to pause them for now. No need to use up our resources on those. We don't quite need it yet. Okay, so our cut stone. Let's get this thing back up and running. Let's prioritize this. And then we can start to make the cut stone, and then we can make the crematorium, and then we can take down the cemetery. Very, very nice to do that. Yeah, the health and happiness is just not great right now. Well, this is our herbalist hut, right? Okay, we haven't... Okay, that'll work. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. We have herb. We have 195 herb for medicinal powder. That's very good. We can't do linen or cotton cloth yet, so let's just go for the medicinal powder. We'll get that started up. So that should help our health. Got the 3 builders still. Okay, that's just fine. Anything else that we can start? Let's... Why doesn't this have wood here? Okay, we'll just leave it like that. Masonry workshop. Cut stone. Souvenir. What is this? Promotional materials made from stone in the masonry workshop can be used for scenic area promotion. Okay. Standard farm. Let's get some flax seed going with those 2 workers. And with these guys, I'm probably not going to do anything just yet with this field. Well, don't have any food anymore. And we probably can get away with planting broccoli late like this. It's only April, so... Okay, May, so that puts us in August. Yeah, that should work. That should work just fine over there. We'll get that going. Hopefully we have enough wood for that pasture as well. Let's... we got 3 laborers. I guess it's not great anymore, but we'll go ahead like that. We have everything pretty much built, except for that guy. We'll take 1 builder out of there, and then we'll use them to gather up some more wood. And it looks like we need some more homes. So we'll get 2 more homes started here and start to process that as well. Broccolis are coming up. We should have tech point. We have a tech point. Okay, good. Cut stone, we can do that. Let's go ahead and get our police station ready. And we'll put this guy... Actually, does this have preventing potential casualties? I don't know if this guy needs to be... I don't think so. An AoE is what I'm getting at. I don't think it needs to be close to the buildings, because this guy's far away and it doesn't have a circle. So I'm going to assume the police station is the same. Do a little bit more of a dirt road out this way. Okay. 4 laborers gathering up the trees over in here, keeping us going with our wood. This guy... Getting some timber per year. That's good. Tooling? Tooling's figured out. Tailoring is figured out. Looks like 119. So let's take 1 of our worker out of our tailor. And these guys are looking pretty good for now. This is ready? Okay, great. Let's get a cattle in there. 5 laborers. Okay. Awesome. We'll just leave it. We'll leave it at 5 right now. We're doing pretty well with that. We'll fell some of these trees out over in here. And while we're out here, let's also gather up some of these plants. A little supplemental food for us there. Efficiency of processing structures plus 26%. Okay. So processing structures. I would guess that would be these guys. Yeah. Okay, that's why that was so quick for our clothing situation. I'm not complaining. That was great. Okay, what are we looking at? This is our police station. We need to cut stone. I'm gonna pause that because I want this one to be the priority, and we need a little bit more of that. 34 cut stone for our crematorium. Have that? We have that. Perfect. Did I get all of the stone picked up around here? I think I saw 1 more gray little blob right here. Oh, and some more iron right here. Let's pick those guys up. And then we got these guys. Okay. And then another option is we can do a bridge. Like so. Maybe? 2 grids on land. Okay, so I have to back up our road here. A smidge. Go like that. No problem. Bridge. Perfect. Alright. Go like that. And then we can gather up these guys. 32 wood and 32 stone. We should be able to do that as well. We still have the 2 builders. Perfect. 1 vendor should be enough for now. Everything else is... I'm happy with our pace right now. I think we're doing all right. Oh, water. That's what we need. We'll put another person in our big well there. 8 laborers. Oh boy. Okay, now we're looking pretty well. So flax. We can't process raw flax, right? Nope. We are gonna need to process that into linen, and we did that with processing weaving, right? Process cotton or flax. Yep. So our next tech point, that's what we gotta do. We got one researcher. Okay, that's working, I guess. It's slow. Let's go for another structure here, another well guy. And put that down over there. Yep, and there goes our broccoli getting gathered up. We're making about 600 more than we're consuming. That's perfect. That's just broccoli. So food should be heading in the right direction here. Okay, so we have 8 laborers plus all these farm workers. We're doing really good with what we got going on here. Gather all. Let's go ahead and get these things gathered up. Oh, I guess not so far because of the winter. But with this many people, that shouldn't take too long to get gathered up. We just got the extra point. Let's go for processing. Let's go for weaving and textile mill. That way, we can start to utilize some of our flax that we're working on. And that'll work just great. We know what would be good right here. Maybe a trade? No. We'll just go for our textile mill. Put this guy over here. Our trade person, where could we plop that? We could plop that like right in here. That would be a decent enough spot. It's pretty close to this storage, pretty close to that storage. Yeah, we could maybe utilize this next little space too for something else. Okay, that'll be all right. We'll get this stuff going. Let's get our school started. Because we have the 6 laborers still, let's get school started. And if we can get some people to graduate and get a little bit more efficient, that'd be great. Check the box to set enrollment. If unchecked, students' enrollment is default maximum. I like that you can do that. That's handy. Okay, so well, we have 3 people working on our well. Perfect. Tooling is still doing all right. Should be making enough. Barely not enough. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll pop one more person in there. And then this is looking like 23 to 53. Also not that great. Well, we have the wiggle room right now. Let's just utilize it while we have it. We got all of these trees taken care of. Let's get this guy going as well. We should be able to handle that. No problem. Let's do a gather all. Get some of these guys out of here. December. We don't want to go too wild. Okay, so now that we have cut stone, well, this isn't quite done yet, but now that we have cut stone, oh, plank. You want to have both of these things, so I feel like we should build the commerce first. Can meet tourist accommodation needs and increase a small number of tourists within the scenic range. Building in scenic areas can increase town attractiveness. I wonder what is defined as a scenic area. Building in scenic areas can increase town attractiveness. Winter is the peak tourist season. Okay, well, 300 wood is a lot for us right now, but that's something that we can keep in mind. We got lots of iron ore up in here. That was a good idea to move across there. We got our bridge all completed. Citizens are freezing. Let's get another woodcutter going. And, you know, let's go back to a sawmill here. Let's get a regular old sawmill because I'm gonna need some planks here pretty soon. And that's our road, so we'll go like this. A little something like that. Okay, that'll work just fine. Textile mill is almost completed, and now we're at 0. 0 laborers. Did I complete something? And it took, yep, there it is. Okay, so we'll go like that, and then like I said before, we'll turn off fell trees and we'll just plant. So this area will get pretty dense with trees in time here. Okay, now we're at 2 laborers. Okay, that's better. Got broccoli there. We're looking good on food. 900. That's a little bit much, but food's one of these things where I don't like to back it off. I just feel like it's better to go overboard with food. I don't know why. It's the same as any other resource we use. So maybe we just do this. Turn that one off for now. Let's get this guy going. Let's go for some linen. We should have some flax in town here. Oh yeah, 690. That should be good. That'll be good for a little while. This guy can start utilizing flax for that rough clothing, and as well as leather. So we should have clothing good for a while. Tooling good for a little while here. Food. And we should be looking pretty well. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll gather these rocks up. I guess we don't really need any stone, but some more of the iron ore would be very nice to have. So let's go ahead and queue those up. We got 3 workers. Let them go out and gather it up. No technology points available currently, but we can take a quick peek at what else we can move into. No immigrants on the timeline. I was gonna say, if we had some immigrants, going into salt making would be a good idea because we can get to our salted fish and salted meat. It looks like we need some clay though. So before even that, we are gonna have to go to our sand mining, and start that action. Since we're doing pretty good with our stone and our iron ore, at this point, we don't need to go into quarry and mining. Sand mining would be the next step, I think. How are we doing on homes? Looks like we're doing okay on homes. Oh, this is a fertility rate. Yep, okay. So that's okay for now. Yeah, now we're just kind of hanging out. I think we're doing pretty well with everything. Got enough people gathering water, hopefully. Let's see. Not quite. Okay, really? All right, let's do that. Crematorium's almost done. Yes, very excited about that. Okay, logistics though. Baskets are always nice to have, aren't they? Burial policy. Burial? 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 What a weird word. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the burial policies there. That must be citizens. Yep. Okay, we have inhumation. Will be adopted in town. Dead will be buried in the cemetery. River burial. River burial will be adopted. Citizens get sick because of water pollution. That's gross. Cremation. Citizens need the crematorium to cremate the dead. We're gonna do that. That's the best one for sure. Employment policy. We can't do any of that yet. Oh, so you have to pay 50,000 silver coins to adjust these later. Wow. Okay, we don't have any of that stuff unlocked. So we'll just keep it like that. And now we will focus on burying people with the crematorium. Well, I guess you're not burying people with the crematorium, but you know what I mean. We'll get them in there. And a sawmill. We need this to be... Well, we really need this to be domestic fuels. Straw. Straws obtained from fields can be processed into domestic fuel. That's very good. So, if we go back to that agriculture policy. That's here, I think. Recycle crop straw. Farmers will collect grain straws and bean straws. We don't have grain or bean. Well, does this game classify broccoli as beans? I can't remember. Where can we see that? I go here, broccoli, vegetables. Okay. We don't have either of those applicable things, I don't think. Raw materials. So yeah, so we can't do that just yet. But once we can, that will be very, very nice to have. No extra workers right now. Can we adjust? What's your deal? Oh, transfer animals. I totally forgot about that. Okay, what do we got here? We have... How many? How many cattle we have? Let's transfer 11. We'll go for 4. Okay. There we go. That guy's been sitting there for a long time not doing anything. Okay. Well, can't do anything for this. We'll just say no. We can bother reading it. Okay, so clothing is good, tooling is good. Let's go ahead and take some of these people out of here. Health is still not great. We need to figure that out a little bit better here. We have our herbalist hut going. What's the stock look like? Pretty low. Not the greatest on really either one of those things. Does this consume wood? Yep. Okay. So the wood demand will be a little bit higher. Speaking of which, we really need to cut some trees down, it looks like. August. So yeah, we should have some time. We got that big old tree right there. I'm just gonna X on there because I want to transplant it. That's the right option there. So we're just gonna leave that. If you cut this right here, you get like 50 wood, like nothing really worthwhile, but it slows the growth of everything else around it. So it's not worth it in my opinion. I don't bother with it. Oh, these guys were out here gathering that ore. That's right. Okay. So we'll get that wood going. I like this little islandy thing we got here. That'd be cool. We'll hop over here with a bridge and then hop this way eventually. Okay, got our textile mill going. That's excellent. Oh, we could export some clothing, because we do have quite a bit. But trading does take up so many workers. Okay, so let's build outside of this range, really. That's what I want to be doing. So we can grab this trading post. Could come this way a little bit more with some farms, but this water being right here, we really want to take advantage of it for water things. So let's go ahead, we'll get a small trading post right there. Dock would be nice as well. Fishing dock, we could put that in. That is something to consider. If we start trying to make salted fish, we're going to need a fishing dock, of course. What? Warm fire? What is this? A book that teaches the secrets of keeping a fire. It can be used as a textbook in the primary school. Interesting. So if I go school and then say textbook, warm fire. Okay. We'll plop it in there. How many people are in that school, by the way? I didn't even look. 7 students. Okay, so if we turn that school off, we'd get up to 7 laborers. But we do have immigrants on the way, so we will be able to have a couple more workers in a little bit here. Something we could consider doing. I was thinking about more farms. We're doing pretty well with food. It's the wood that's the problem, and wood is always the flipping problem. What do we gotta do to get the good wood stuff here? Forest farm. That was decent. So we need 4 points for that, but that would be, I feel like that'd be silly to just focus on that right now. Sand mining is kind of the next step. Take a quick look here. We do have 2 tech points. That's nice. Bathhouse, construction, bedding, and then we need calcining kiln. Yep. So again, we go back to the stone gathering, or sand gathering, I mean. Palace of Justice. Do we care about this? That's the edict function. I mean, just to kind of see something new, that would be cool. XP generated from school type structures is doubled. That would be good. And then we have education efficiency as well. We can use paper to increase education. We don't have paper yet either. We do have some read though. Let's do that first, I think. Book collection. Gain the books, proper rest, wild vegetables, and mushroom. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, let's do this. Let's go for our paper mill. And then we're going to need to go for our agriculture. And then we're going to need to get some reeds so that we can utilize those a little bit better to make more paper. So let's go for our reed field. And we'll get a couple of these guys going on. I do want to put in some more farms. So for space-wise, let's do this. Let's put in some farms first. We'll go like that. I think that's pretty decent. We'll go like that. Bring this guy up. And we'll just kind of connect it like so. And once these guys are built, we can just not do anything with them. I'm just going to let them hang out for a minute. But let's go back over in here. Here, I said. And let's get this guy going. See how far over we can go. Okay. I know we're going to need more than one, so let's just allocate space. And then we'll pause the rest of these. Let's do it the other way. Okay. I like that. That'll be good. Get some reeds happening. And then, of course, the reeds we want to utilize for paper. So we'll get this guy. And, ooh, that fits real nice right there. Okay. Okay, we'll put it there. I like that. We'll pause that farm. Don't need it yet. Then we're looking, all right. So food's getting low again. We need to get some of the broccoli happening. We got lots of trees coming back. Things are working out pretty nicely for us here. You out of there. We still have 2 builders. That's fine for right now. We're working on that. I mean, yeah, we're doing all right. Did we have people who have froze to death? It doesn't say so. Okay. That's good. So before winter hits again, we will have some more immigrants coming in. The wood is the biggest issue for sure. And we have only the 1 free labor right now. So what we want to probably do, let's come over in here. Let's do a gather all. Let's do something like that. With the well, I guess we don't have any free laborers anymore. I was gonna say, with the one free laborer, that's gonna take a long time. But who are these guys? Oh, they're not farming yet? Interesting. That's weird. Okay. I just noticed that a bunch of people ran over there. I wasn't expecting him to. Expected them to be on the farm. Maybe we do want to activate another farm. Well, once we got more more villagers, more immigrants that arrive, we are going to need to build some more farms. We're going to need to have more food coming in for sure. Now that we got this figured out too, though, the pasture over in here, that was a silly mistake. We're doing pretty well with our tools, other consumables. It's the wood stuff. It's always the wood stuff. Yeah, so keep working on that. We got that plan figured out. This is at capacity already, and so is this. Let's go ahead. We'll bump this up. What I want to accumulate some clothing for trades. If we can do that, that would be nice. So we'll bump that up to 500, and we can trade some things out. We do have our small trading post here. Let's take a quick look. Let's see if any of these have changed at all since the last time we played. We got the dense farms and orchards. That's the way to go for the forest farms, of course. Lorenzo also has some good stuff. The hardwood tools are very, very powerful. These are all the same here for now. These are all the same. And then Carlos, one of my favorites here, just because of the agave, and the cactus workshop, all these things, very, very good. The obsidian roads, I always like to build those guys as well. Carlos has lost a little bit of priority because we don't need the Chichen Itzan as badly anymore because we have that crematorium. So I'm probably not going to rush Carlos as hard as I used to. Now we have this, look at this giant flipping bear in here. Like, that's crazy. Look, that's a person. That's how tall. We can't do anything. We don't have enough iron tools. So we'll just calm it and send it home. Giant bear in the middle of town like that. Okay, so this is at cap. I want to keep that running. Let's bump it up. Let's bump it up to 300 so that it keeps going, and then we can supply this a little bit better. Eventually, of course, we're going to need more than one tailor, but for right now, that's not a priority. Okay, we are going to need our builders to start working on some more of these houses. So let's continue these other two. You know, we may as well build all of them right now. Well, we'll do the 4. We'll do the 4 because of our wood situation. I got a feeling that we might have a couple freezing deaths this winter. I mean, the few people that are out here working this, they're doing a good job. So it might not be as bad as I'm afraid of, which would be obviously great. We could cut this back a little bit. 739 flax a year. Okay, it's not as high as I thought. Again, so we'll just leave it. That'll be just fine. Look, yeah, this is filling in nicely over in here. And then we want to omit this from our gathering of trees to try and help this out a little more. It looks like our forester died, so that's over with, but we'll replenish that later. Queen of the Forester was struck by lightning when picking mushrooms under the trees. Okay. Unfortunate. How's our water? Okay, water looks good now. We still want the 2 builders. Okay, I'm happy with what we got. We need 50 plank. Domestic fuels are looking okay, but the planks are what we need. So we'll just hold up on that for now. Let's get these immigrants in. Let's get a bunch of trees chopped, and then we should be looking really good as far as the wood situation goes. You know, we swap these to iron tools, they would last a little bit longer. Let's see, durability of 100, 150. Well, let's swap this to iron tools. We have iron. Well, it makes more sense. We'll do that. Make a little bit better tools happening. And over in here, let's see if we can find any other iron. Iron there, iron there. Wow, this is a small map. Much smaller than what we're normally used to, but that's okay. We aren't going to probably play this a whole lot. This map, I mean. Okay, so what's the food situation here? We should have a ton of broccoli that came in. and we got like nothing? Or it's just gone that quickly? That's not good. If that's the case, that's not good at all. Yeah. I just was thinking about this. This has not occurred to me before. So with pastures, right? What would be the, I guess, okay. So I was thinking if you had one that had a lot of cattle in there, in this case cattle, and you use that pasture to separate into other pastures, the other pastures don't necessarily have to have max capacity. If you're trying to focus on a beef or a leather in this case, or fat even probably. Yes, because this is under slaughter. So all these three things are reliant on taking out the cattle, where daily you get the poop. So if you leave this at max, you're going to get the most poop out of this and the least amount of these slaughter goods. So if we put this down to like 5, that should work a little bit better for us. We should be getting goods more often. So we'll try that out for a minute. Okay, houses are built up. And it looks like this got all cleared out, which is excellent. Fantastic job, team. Cole, what's up? How's it going? New stream village or continued from a series? This is a new one I just did. Sorry, I don't know how long you've been here. I'm having some chat problems, so I got the chat up on my phone here. So try not to like stare at my phone the whole time because I hate that. But yeah, well, thanks for stopping by. Nice to hear from you. Okay, so we're waiting on these immigrants that are nearly here. Wait, did I say your name is Cole? That's not right. That's Kyle. I don't know how to say, if I remember correctly, you were, Celtic? Right? Celtic name? And I have no idea how to pronounce that properly, so apologies for that, butcher. Okay, yeah, immigrants. Don't want to forget about them. And we're just kind of teetering on doom, I feel like, right here. Just because of food situation. 2 people starving. Starving Marvin's over here, so let's go ahead and we'll accept this. And we're gonna get some hot broccoli action going on over in here until we can get something that has a little bit better output. Let's go for, yeah, we might as well just do broccoli. Changing the the variety of the food doesn't matter. Let's just do that for now. 3 more farms should be pretty good. And then we have the 4 people for wiggle room. Oh, I remember. We gotta gather up some trees here. We'll do it like that. I'm gonna take this over too. We need that out of there. Okay, yeah, great. That's perfect. So now we're getting that in there. Get the wood in there. That should be turned into domestic fuels pretty quickly. Oh no, Kyle, I lost your last chat. Come on. I don't know. This is such a problem for me all the time. Dang it. Yeah, I'm sorry I lost that. Let's see here. And over here. Hopefully this doesn't do something weird. That's not showing me what I was hoping for. Okay. Yeah. Apologies again for this chat thing. I always have some kind of weird problem with it. Okay, here I see it, Kyle. I think YouTube has weird rules to remove messages. Yeah, I think you're right. Gaelic. Even history teachers in school had no clue. Ah, okay. Nice. Okay. So we got our wood gathered up. And our domestic fields are still at 0. Okay. Let's just go for a gather all. We'll just keep working our way out this way, I guess, as we have been. I mean, that's a lot, but we got the 4 people. Let's get these activated again, some more homes, and let's get 4 more queued up over in here, because, yeah, we have a lot of homeless people. And we try not to have that. Food is low. I did do gather all, didn't I? No, I think I just did fell trees. But I do want these plants gathered up. Okay. Oh, another hunter's hut wouldn't be the worst. Let's do that. We'll put somebody else in there. Okay. We still need a couple of cut stone over in here. What's the situation with that looking like? Repair shop, masonry person. It's just slow going, I guess. We do have the stock for it. How's our iron doing? Iron doing's all right. Wood is still low. Okay, this is queued up how we want it to be. Yeah, the meat pops everywhere is making me nervous. We got that's a big problem. Luckily, broccoli's quick, so we should have that pretty soon. Fuel reserves are low. We lost farmer to starvation, but it still looks like we have everybody. Weird. I'm thinking I should probably cancel all these tree gatherings and just focus on wood or on food right now. Do that, and then we'll do a gather plants and just gather up some of these food things, and then we'll go back to working on wood. Great. Tech points. We can look at that in a minute. Bathhouse theater. I want to see this Palace of Justice thing. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go for. Actually, let's go for the book collection. Let's see what that's all about. So now, if we go back to our school, go to here. No textbooks. Okay. A drought. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's go back to that education. Science. Where is this? Obtained a new book. Where did it get obtained to? Weird. Marketplace doesn't have it. Do these guys have it? No, weird. I wonder where that book went. I don't know. We'll find it at some point, I'm sure. Okay, so broccoli's coming in. And it looks like it's probably like just about right on time here. That drought's gonna be a problem. What do we got people for school? How many in here? 15. Okay, we're at max now. So we could get a bunch of people back. I mean, we put up that paper mill, right? Oh. Well, I guess we don't have a whole lot of reads anyways, even if we haven't yet. Let's see, masonry workshop. Oh, that's the police guy here. We need, yeah, what's up with that masonry stuff? What's the deal? We get another worker in there, I guess, but we'll just leave the 2 for now. Got our tech point. Okay. Let's see, I kind of want to do some baskets. And carry more stuff that way. Let's do some basket action. I know we don't have all that stuff just yet. But processing we should. What? I swear. I swear we had it. Yeah, reeds, reed fields, and then we needed to get to weaving, and then we got the textile mill, knitting. That's what we need. Okay, so next point, we got to get the knitting workshop. Screwed that up, but that's okay. Okay, broccoli's coming off the fields, and yeah, our stock was good for a little bit, but not so much anymore. Okay, so we might want to do. Thinking about maybe another pasture or so. 420 beef this year so far out of that guy. It's a good amount. We'll activate that. That'd be our last 2 people though. Oh, I don't like that very much. Okay, well, let's just keep gathering some our plants out over in here. Now that the farms are done, we should have a little bit more people to do this work. So bad. Let's gather all here. I'm gonna grab those rocks. And I'm gonna gather October. We'll leave it like that for now. Just because of the time of year, I don't want to push it too late. We got our people out there. We could do another gathering point, storage yard right in here. Could be good. You know what else? I could cut this back and cut this back. And then if we put in some more farms right there, that is just as good. Okay, that'll work. Oh, so do I get my workers from the school? Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Let's wait a little bit longer because I need more people. I need more workers. And we gotta get this. We gotta get this food going on. Let's also put in another pasture. Actually, can we do some dock action? Let's get some dock action going on. Just to change it up a little bit. It looks like I'm gonna get 1 in here. Yep. Okay, we'll go with the 1. And this guy, we can even get like right there and sneak a road like that. Okay, nice. And then these guys can bring their food here, and that's not too far. Okay, perfect. Nobody's homeless. That's perfect too. So many good things going on. Let's go ahead and set this up for broccoli, and then we'll be ready for that. Actually, we'll take them 2 out of there for now. We got people that are gonna get freezing again. Do some of this action. Get these guys gathered up. That's pretty far away. Well, I guess not really. We'll get this gathered up. Okay. Kyle, going to head to sleep. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by. Nice seeing you. Victory Jones! Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Hello, I recently revisited this game. Still learning the new update stuff. Yeah, me too. This is the first time I've looked at it since the new update stuff. Trying to remember how to play. Don't remember my key bindings, all sorts of stuff. Super rusty at the beginning, but we're getting there. We played for a little while now. We've been live for about an hour and a half, so yeah, things are coming back. We're struggling with some food issues right now. We just got some immigrants in, and we're struggling to keep everybody fed. So I'm working on some farms up over in here. Broccoli's is really fast growing right now, 80 days, but it doesn't yield very much. So where's the trade-off there? Also got a couple pastures going on over in here. We got some cattle happening, a little goose action. I'll probably do at least 2 more over in here. Could also fill in this area as well. And I think what I'm gonna do here, let's cut this off. Let's get those workers back. 18 workers. I need them right now. Let's go like that. Get this going. Get those guys going. And then we'll do like that. This and that. Okay. So those guys going. Let's do some gathering. We need to gather up a ton of wood right now. Do this. Something like that. All sorts of good stuff. And I did do a gather all. I want all the things. And so that's what we're going to do. Get that marked up. Looking pretty good there. 12 workers should make that happen pretty quickly. And then we have all of these guys right now that aren't planting, but will be shortly, that are also going to be helping us for a little bit. Okay, we aren't quite at our next tech point. A little over halfway. So once we do, we'll get the thing to process our reads. March has arrived. Okay, 13. Yeah, we got people running around like crazy ants here. Yep, they're going to the field to get some stuff planted. We'll see how we do here. We should have enough wheel room in our storage yard here. 35, pretty good. 1,300 flax. Let's... Oh, beans! Beans! Oh, we got peas! Oh, boy. So exciting. Is it too late to swap these to peas? Probably. I think that actually screws stuff up if we do that. We'll just do the 2 for now. Next year, we're going to double. We're going to double our output. Takes a little bit longer though, doesn't it? 125 days, yes. So maybe we don't swap everything to peas, but man, peas are going to be nice. Very, very nice. Victor Jones, when I last played, I had a huge town. Starting a new town today. Plan on trading more in-game instead of trying to produce everything. I like the trading stuff in this game for sure. It's hard. It's really hard to get started though, because I feel like you're scraping by on everything at the beginning, and then you're trying to trade stuff out too. It's just kind of like, there's so much you want to do. What I was trying to do was get enough flax going on to produce enough linen, which we can then produce an excess amount of clothing here. That's why I bumped this up to 500. But that hasn't really been working out for us very well so far. I need more tailor stuff happening. So let's go like that. We'll put one more person in there now that we're talking about it. And really get that going. 900 wood. Oh, wow. Well, that works very well. It looks like. It cleared the whole south part of the map. May? We got plenty of time. Let's do the rest of it while we're here. Just get the wood thing figured out for now. I hope this broccoli helped, but the peas are going to make the difference for us next year. That's going to be so nice. What we could do... I'm thinking about maybe making some more farms. We can expand the farms up over in here. We have lots of flat space. We could build tons and tons of farms up there. How's the crematorium? I love it. I built it as soon as I saw it and dumped my cemetery. The worst part about the crematorium is you need cut stone. Like I love not having to worry about the cemetery thing. It's huge. Love it, love it, love it. It's basically the Chichen Itzan, except it's not level 4 in a reputation grind. Yeah, love it. The devs do some good things with this game. They always have. Okay, so the domestic fuel things are kind of low. We also need some plank. Let's go for like that. And let's get another sawmill going, and we'll make planks. I like having the 12 laborers. That's been very nice. Getting this stuff gathered up. And once we do, this is the next little area we're working on. Once we do, we can put them back. Well, start the school back up. I guess the people don't go back to school, but 2 builders. Can we adjust that at all? Let's also bump up the masonry workshop. I feel like this has changed. The cut stone is being produced much more slowly, I think. Just what it feels like anyways. Getting our broccoli pulled in here, and then we will swap to peas for sure. Now that we know that this didn't automatically ruin everything, next year we will swap to peas. I'm gonna leave 3 broccolis just because the harvest season is so much shorter than the peas. Maybe 45 days shorter, yeah. So that could make a little bit of a difference for us. So I'm gonna use these guys to carry us over until the peas are ready to be harvested. The new books and boost seems interesting as well. yeah, I just barely touched on that. So I found this Warm Fire book, and it was just hanging out in our inventory. Teaches the secrets of keeping a fire, which means maximum worth is +5. Pretty good. And then we went up in here, and there is book collection. Obtained a new book, but I don't know where I obtained it. Because if I go back here and try to add a text, oh, now it's here. Okay, so we have water sanitation, wild veggies and mushrooms, and proper rest. Water sanitation, max thirst +5, max hunger +5, and max health +5. Yeah, we're gonna go for max hunger for sure. And then we're gonna need another school, it looks like. Well over 1,000 wood now. Very, very nice to have that going on for us. Okay, this should be done. It sure is. Let's go ahead and do plank. And then, where should we keep our cap? We need 60, 50. Yeah, we'll just leave it at 200 for now. We'll need to utilize some of that, so. Okay. Broccoli turned out pretty good. Food's all right. We're heading into October. People are getting cold. Domestic fuels should be working. Okay, we got 6 people working on that. That should be okay. Let's get this stuff cleared out of here. We'll halt all this just because of the cold now. We don't want people freezing to death, of course. All right, that's wonderful. Let's gather this stuff. It's all kind of nearby, and they can just dump off stuff right here, so it's not quite as far of a walk. So we'll leave that. We kind of rampaged on the trees around here. Turn our school back on. We got 9 workers, so we should be doing quite well with that situation. Let's activate that again. That's going to increase our happiness. Our health is doing better now that we have our functioning herbalist hut. Herbs are kind of low, though. You got to keep our eyes peeled on that, make sure that we don't run out of that stuff. It looks like our iron ore is getting low as well, so I'm again thinking about the mining stuff and the quarry stuff. I didn't notice the book collection yet. I played 2 hours earlier. Yeah, I noticed that there was a couple new things around here too. Palace of Justice, Edict Function, so I haven't checked that out yet. I definitely want to. Maybe we'll do that in a little bit here. Let's go for another research institute. I'm gonna start another line up here. We'll do 2. And then we'll kind of, yeah, we'll just go like that. Could maybe sneak something in here, maybe storage or something like that. We'll get 2 more of those going, and then we can start to increase the pace of our tech points accumulation, which would be good. Okay, and then sand mining. Okay, so before any of that, before I forget about it, let's go back to processing, knitting workshop. We had all of those. Oh, this is gonna fit in there perfectly. Oh, right. Baskets. That's what we want there. But we still need to get this stuff completed. Oh, the reed fields we can't complete without clay. Okay. And the paper mill we need the reeds for. So it looks like what I'm gonna have to do is either harvest a bunch of reeds continuously, which, okay. Or we need to spend another point on the sand and harvesting? No, that's not right. Sand mining. Yeah. So next point, that'll have to go into sand mining. And then after that, we'll probably need quarry and mining. So we'll have to keep that in mind here. Let's see if we got anything up over in here we can still pick up. We got a little bit of iron here and here, and some stone. Okay, so we're not as desperate as I'm worried about. But it's February, so that means our snow's going to start to melt here. It's almost February. And then the planting of the beans is going to happen, and we're going to have so much food. It'll be great. Get those 2 things marked. We need them. You know, let's just take the time and we'll gather up the rest of the rocks around the map if we can manage that. I like to do that because then we know where we're at for our stock on our iron and our stone. And this looks like the last little bit over in here. Okay. And that's that. Let's try and accumulate some dang old domestic fuels here for heating. You're not about making a forestry gathering hunting hub. So I have the gathering hut down here. And I have the two foresters here. We were trying to do that thing where we make this area really dense, but we lost a forester and couldn't replace him. So can do that right now, so we did. And then we have the hunter's hut here. But what do you mean by... Oh, hunting hut, I see. You're not about making forest scanning hut? Yeah, so yep, we got those three things. Didn't forget them this time. Somebody did have to remind me though. Got those guys. New seed? Is that the pea? Must be. Okay. Got those animals. Let's go for another pasture down over in here. I do think we will be okay now as far as food goes. But let's get them started up over in here. Anyway. I got the fishing dock here. I got plans. You know, I guys got plans. I want to do a bunch of stuff, but we gotta wait a little bit. I'm going for salted fish here. So I'm trying to get the fishing dock built. That's why we got this one plank guy here. And it's not going very quickly. Pest control. As temperature rises, the number of mosquitoes also increases. Oh, we saw this already. Clean area with poor hygiene. Medical soap 200. All right. That'll help our health. And this should be helping our happiness, right? Police station? Maybe not. It doesn't say that anymore. Nowhere does this say anything about happiness anymore. This was like a substantial boost to happiness back in the day. It was like 20%. Theater is the thing that's going to help us with that. Okay, well, put it to the list here. We should have our additional research institutes completed shortly here. And then, of course, once we get our paper underway, then we can contribute that paper to the school as well as the research institute. Victory Jones says, I put them all by together, usually mostly at start. I just didn't see the trees. Yeah, we went wild with the tree harvesting. And there's our peas going on. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Should really, really help our food situation out. Okay, we got those guys. Fuel's still low. Do I need yet another sawmill? Maybe. I'll get one on the water since they are a little bit more efficient. We'll put that guy about right there. Alright, that'll work. Do have a worker that we could even move in there too, so okay. Things are working all right for us. The plank situation is slow, but this is the building they're working on currently. I'm noticing that slowly going up. Knitting workshop. Rope, straw shoes. Ooh, that would also be good, but what I wanted was baskets. So we'll get some baskets started up. Shoes would be handy too, increase that run speed. Food. Our tool and clothing is looking good still. We do have immigrants on the timeline. Okay, good. I would like to initiate some trades here at some point as well. Masonry workshop is maxed at 200. Okay. I'll take a person out of there and let's bump this up to 3. And now we have 5. Okay, tech point acquired. Okay, good. Did we get all that stuff picked up from around town? Not quite yet. Okay. So we should have a little bit of time before we have to go into the quarry and the mining thing yet. Okay, so what we could do... We do theater? No. We need to go back here and we need to get our sand mining. Boom. Okay, let's get a couple of these set up. Sand pits. Of course, so these things are always very, very, very important to have. I guess we'll just kind of haphazardly kind of try and find some spots along the edge of here. It looks like it's just going to be just enough to screw me up. But that'll work there. Okay, 2 of them. That's a good start. 1 for sand, 1 for clay. But we'll definitely be adding more of those. Can I get 1 more in here? Nope. Okay. Looking pretty good there. Oh, textiles. I'm like, we got shoes. 16 baskets already. That's good. They'll go bad pretty quick, but at least we got them now. Increase the carry weight just a little bit. Let's go for... Oh, alpaca. Yeah, dude. Get up some alpaca going. This is saying that we don't have any alpaca, but that would be my first spot, so... Okay, they're walking over there. Perfect. This is finally down the paper mill. Awesome. Let's do a little bit of gathering of some more reeds that are just kind of here on the edge of the water. Since we can't quite gather them yet. We'll do like that. Okay, alpaca was found by Hunter. We got that figured out already. Nice. Okay. Food's coming along. We're gathering the peas. Let's look at this. Green cat hair in my mouth. We really should look at the actual graph. I don't remember. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we're looking at food. We'll take broccoli out of there. Just food in general. We should be looking pretty good. Okay, so beverages, water. Water is doing great. What's the fuel situation? So fuel, we should be good, and according to this, we are. Okay. So everything is green except for our stone and our iron because we don't have a means of continuously harvesting that. So not bad at all. Let's stop this because it's cold again. Don't have any more stone down here. I think I got one a little bit right over in here. We'll cancel that. Okay, perfect. Now everybody's gonna run for cover. Just in time. Okay, so after this, in about a year, we'll get some more of those immigrants. And it'll be looking really good. We'll probably want some more houses, right? Have anything? See, population 103. It still doesn't tell me like what I have for open spaces. Yes, cat hair in my mouth. Too many bad jokes to make there. Well, you know, she walks around and whipping her tail everywhere, so. Nice to see you too. Let's see. Smithy. And that's cool that a whole bunch of you guys from the settlement survival stuff are showing up today. That's very exciting. It's been a minute. I haven't played in a while, and I've been thinking about it. I also have been really enjoying Farthest Frontier. I haven't played that in a minute either, but when I noticed that they had the ability to turn off invasions, I really started to like Farthest Frontier. That's one thing I like about this game, that it doesn't have the invasion-y part of that. And I know some people probably like that challenge, but it's just not something that I'm into. I want to just build a house. That's also kind of the same reason that I don't like the disasters. They just slow you down. Okay, we got 2 free laborers. Doing okay. Get a couple more homes built up over in here so that we're anticipating those immigrants when they get here. This guy's good to go. Let's go ahead and get... Should we do another alpaca? Well, get the leather. Yeah, let's go for alpaca. And then we're going to need to swap... trade. Actually, no, we'll go for cattle because we can transfer out. This is pasture 5. We'll go ahead and we'll do pasture 5. We'll do 4. And then, like I mentioned before... Now that some of the other guys are here too. So I was thinking, we have the one pasture here that has the higher quantity of critters in it. In this case, 11. I know that if you have more critters, you're going to have more poop, right? Daily, obviously. But if you're looking for beef, leather, and fat, like lower the start slaughter number, right? Because then you're just going to get more goods, right? Like, why would I have to wait till 11 cattle if I'm going to slaughter them at 11 versus 5? What's the difference? Other than just, you know, cows in your pasture. So, unless you guys see something wrong with that idea, I kind of like that. But let me know. Okay, we got 1 point. So, we did do a little bit of looking, and we know that our mining and our quarry is going to be a problem soon. Our sand mining is completed. Anything else that we want to grab before we move into that stuff? What do we do with the leatherware? Oh, that's way too far. Oh, Let's do packet expansion. Increase carrying capacity by 80 for free. Yep. Absolute. 2,800 food. Okay, well, that's working out pretty well. And in that case, we could probably turn a couple of these off for now. So we'll do that. 2,800 food. Yeah. Let's go for... Oh, we got the 2 labors. We'll just leave it like that. Yeah, they're all... I'm gonna leave these trees that are nearby because winter time, we can gather them up. Let's get this stuff going on for sure. Awesome. Okay, paper mill, you're working on timber. I don't like that. No thanks, bud. You're gonna be a reed specific. Actually, we're just gonna turn that off for now. Let's get the reed field completed before we start using up our reeds, and we can do that here with our clay person. Nice. So something... I was thinking we could maybe do a storage yard back here for that clay stuff, but we'll just leave it like that for now. I recall you always do loads of mines. I typically go for the mine upgrades, save a lot of workers in mines. Yes, I do like lots of mines because we use all that stuff continuously. And we absolutely want to upgrade all that stuff once we get there. Always helps for sure. The infinite mines are super nice. Okay, water. Okay, is in the red again. Yeah, we used up all that wood that we gathered. Holy cow. Okay, well, here's a fishing dock. Let's cut this off as... Actually, let's just adjust... Well, they've already started. Let's move 2 farmers to the fishing dock is what I was thinking about doing. Sand pit. Let's just turn this off as well. Let's keep the 3 free laborers for now. We got the... raw clay, which will be utilized for that guy, and leave it just like that. Okay. So yeah, we'll have tons and tons of these trees to gather up once the winter comes. So let's get this stuff taken care of first. Yeah, we'll probably have to shift some farm people to... Well, we have immigrants here shortly, so we might need all the farm people we have. Just leave it like that for now, I guess. Still working on building our houses. We could probably utilize... I don't need food. I was gonna say utilize another hunter hut, but... Where do they have... Do they have soap still in this game? I thought I remember that they took that out or changed it or something. What do they do with soap? Livability? That would make sense. Pharmacy, Oh, we probably want this any... Oh, soap workshop there. Yeah. So next tech point, let's go for the bathhouse. We can start to utilize our fat. Oh, but we need a bedding set. We need the bedding shop, which means we need... this guy. Okay, so we need 2 more points. Got paper going on yet? Nope, because we needed the reeds. Alright. This is getting built. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we're about to start a whole nother industry train. That'll be very nice to get that going. Okay, still working on these trees up here. Great. Okay. Our domestic fuels are good for this winter. So this winter should be pretty mild for us at least. Stone is at 42. Okay, got more over here. Great. So that scared me because sometimes you need more than 42 stone to build some stuff. So we're okay for now. The other option, of course, is to trade for that stuff if you really needed it. Doing a little save, of course, and yeah. So if we get 10 immigrants out of here, we'll be at 16. We could put some people into a caravan and start some trades. But now that I'm not super adamant on getting here to level 4 with Carlos, I'm really thinking that Meow is the way to go, and getting the dense forest farm, the dense orchard, and dense farms. I really think that's probably the best play. Takes a little bit, but bamboo too? Bamboo baskets? Yeah, I like that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with that. And I'm also tempted to build a bunch more of these research institutes because they're so dang slow. Okay, we got 2 more people in the dock. I'm gonna take those guys out of there. And we're looking at August. Let's grab these rocks. And we'll get those situated. And then we'll know where we're at as far as rocks go. And then we want to build the opposite. So we're gonna go for this guy, I think. I don't really want to right now, but kind of have to. We'll go for a mine. And we'll put this guy. That'll work pretty well right there. Kind of takes up our residentially area though. Could maybe do mine on each side of this. Come on, find it. There it is. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and, yeah, that'll work. Okay. Anything else new that I haven't really looked at yet? There has been a couple of things that surprised me. Ooh. Compost plant. Be nice. Okay, well's in the red, but we have tons stocked up, so I'm not super concerned. There's our immigrants, 12 immigrants rolling on into town here. Let's bump that up. Let's turn that on. Let's get this guy going again. 21 immigrants. Okay, let's start a trade here. We're gonna do a caravan. We're not gonna loop caravan members. Let's do 10. Don't have insurance yet. Oh, makes me nervous. Okay. So things that we should have excess of is some rough clothing. So let's go oh, that's a little high. We'll go with 300 to start with. And what else can we give up? We have a good amount of iron ore too, but I don't really want to spend that. Iron tools, let's go 50, sure. And 2,000 money's coming in. Not too bad. I'm really more about the rep right now. Okay, we'll go like that. And do we want to buy anything? I don't think so. I don't think we're really at that point yet. So let's go ahead and we will go ahead and form this up. So that's going to take away 10 of our people, of course. But they'll be back shortly. Oh, and we still need some more houses. So let's get the interim slash apartments in here, I think. It would work really well right there. Let's do that. I'll get this road out of here. Get the road out of here, I said. There we go. Boom. All right. Okay, well, now I'm just, oh, I'm gonna need a bunch of people for this mine. Oh, and speaking of which, let's go ahead and we will gather get a lot of these trees and things that are all right in here. Since all of the people that are on the farms are now laborers, we'll be able to utilize them for this. Oh, yeah, let's prioritize this, please. And then I am gonna put in a couple more homes. Perfect. All right. We'll have to start working our way in this direction, I guess. And we'll probably want to move these other buildings. So let's grab this. And we'll go kind of up in here. Oh, perfect. We'll put the hunter's hut there. And then once that's built, we'll delete this one. And then we'll just shift the 3 people over there. And then the smithy and the tailor as well. And keep going this way a little bit further for more of these guys. Just put that there for a placeholder. And we'll grab this again. Can we sneak this in here? Not quite. So I'll rotate this. That'll work. Put the smithy there, and can I put the tailor right by it? Almost. I can go just enough. We could tuck a little oh. That's almost exactly what I wanted. Not quite. I was hoping that I could get one more road on the far left side right here, but not quite. So what I'm gonna do, because we have this little weird awkward space, is find one of our logistic and a storage yard, and we'll plop that guy in right there like so. Got 5, 5. This is better. We'll go like that. And then we can't quite put one there, but that's just fine. Oh, that is 13 workers. Let's get how are we doing on the stock? Low. Okay, reed field. Let's put 2 more workers in that reed field once it gets completed. And we'll be looking pretty dang good for our... Oh. After a spring rain, the sky cleared and a beautiful rainbow appeared. The temperature has warmed up a lot under the sunshine. Perhaps we can pray that this year will be warm. Sure. Sunlight coming in from among the leaves seemed warmer. Okay, let's go ahead and drop a couple more people there as well. Try and get some kind of permanent wood gathering happening. Got lots and lots of area up over in here. Let's mark that too. Are you guys still clearing this stuff out? Yeah, a little bit. Mark that up there though. We can even do one of these. Giant gathering area. We'll do that since we have the 11 extra workers for it. And food is still really good. I'm happy with that. We almost have our interim housing completed. Okay. Oh, we wanted to get the bathhouse completed too. Another seed and livestock. So that's alpaca and then oat seeds. Harvest period of 100 days and 12 per grid. So these can be used in the brewery. Seeds can be collected in the winter for low production. Oat seeds. I'm trying to figure out what we could use for straw. If we get the wheat, that would make sense. But I don't think oat seeds are going to be able to do that for us. And that, what I'm getting at is the, let's see if I can find it again. Where did we see that? Was that a sawmill? Yeah, the domestic fuel thing. Get the straw. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so our plank production, how is this going? We haven't looked at this. 30, and we're looking for 200. Let's drop that down to 100. Have some. We'll probably build a building when we need it, and I'm happy with that. I'd rather use those logs for other things. All right, that's completed. We'll go ahead and do that. Oh, basket upgrades. Okay. And since reeds are used for a lot of different stuff, we're going to want another knitting workshop probably. Go a little bit further with farms this way. Could even work over here with some farms too at some point. Can I fit this here? Nope. Let's go. We don't have great storage out on the right side here. Maybe what we want to do, since we have this nice flat right here too, let's build another little area going on. We'll bring that up and kind of come. Let's go this way. Kind of come up over in here, and I think this will be plenty of room for a mine. Let's see. Just grab it. Not quite. So we got to push it out at least 2 more up, and that should be good for the whole way down. Okay, now we know. Do that. Actually, let's just go about right there, and we'll go that. Except I screwed up my count, but I think this will work right here. Keep right clicking and it keeps canceling. Well, I like that in some instances, not every time. Okay, this should work still. Looks like it's good the whole way down. So that's excellent. We'll go ahead and do that. And is this going to be just right for another farm in here? No, it's not. It's going to be a little bit off size. Yeah, 8 by 7. Close, but we can't do anything else about it unless I move this road out of here. Yeah, I think no, we'll leave it like that. That's much better. Domestic fuel 500. Perfect. We can even crank that up a little bit. Let's go 750. Using up a lot of those the timber that we have. But that's all right, I think. What do we got for builders here? Is nothing getting built? Yeah, 2. Still working on the houses down here. Okay. The temperature increased by 5°C and will last a year. Oh, cool. Oh, this is done. Okay. What are we looking at here? We need some stone, so this is the opposite of the thing we need, but ooh, coal's in here. I forgot about that. Yeah, let's go for do some coal. We can use less wood for domestic fuels. We'll go for that. And now we should be able to also put in a quarry. We can go ahead and get that guy going. Where to put this quarry, though? So if we got mines over here, a quarry kind of makes sense as well. A little bit far out of town, though. Whatever. Storage yard. Let's get this guy going right there. Okay. That should be just fine. Still got plenty of food. Water's still looking great. It's at timber. 13 people, though. Where is our caravan? About halfway. Okay, cool. A little more than halfway. September. So we don't want to go too crazy with this as far as distance-wise goes, but we'll get a couple of trees cut down here. Do like that and like that. So we should make pretty quick work of that, actually, because we got so many people on, with hands on deck. Let's go for... Got more immigrants on the way. Let's work on some more houses. What do we got people in here? Oh yeah, we got 6. So we need at least 2 more houses just to deal with the people that we have currently. So let's get that problem taken care of here. Perfecto. All right. And we're kind of at the edge, right? Yeah. So there's really no point in dragging it all the way across over there. So we'll just kind of do it like this and like that. Okay. So there's that range. And then do we have this hunter's hut built yet? Almost. A couple more hammers on there. Okay. And then we'll add people to it. Whoops. And then we are going to go ahead and we'll demo this one. What do we got here? That's our tailor, still working on that guy, and then the smithy. So still working on the other 2. Man, we need a lot of wood, though. Do we risk it? I feel like we can risk it and gather just a bunch. Yeah, let's do it. We'll just gather a huge chunk. Citizens are freezing again, we know that. Winter time. Of course. Let's do like that. Yeah, they run out like crazy. We'll get a whole bunch of these things picked up. Won't be that big of a deal. Yeah, okay. 0 wood. No. What is this guy? What do we have here? Oh, tears. Okay. Okay, well, we got the quarry underway. We have our reed processing stuff pretty good. And we're still talking about the bathhouse, but we needed the bedding, right? Yep. Okay, so that's probably our next thing is the bedding. That takes. Did that say cotton cloth? Because if it did, we're kind of in trouble. Bedding sets. Okay, so bedding sets. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head. I don't remember. We want to go to... There it is, construction. Can process feathers or wool and cloth into bedding sets. Okay, so linens we have, but not cotton cloth. I wonder if it's counting linen as cloth. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Rope, that's... we're gonna need some of that rope. Okay, so we have this guy over here making us baskets, which has been pretty good. Let's swap this over to rope. And then we'll take another worker. And then we'll take this guy. And let's go back over in here. And, oh, this will work great right there. Heck yeah. We'll do like that and like that. Get those guys going. 22. Did we get our caravan back? Yes, we did. And our rep is abysmal. Pretty low still. That's okay. And let's see. Okay, so domestic fuels is looking fantastic. So we could shift a couple people from that. And it looks like our planks are also where they need to be. So let's do this. I'm going to turn this one off. I'm going to turn this one off. We have these two guys working on the domestic fuels. Perfect. So we'll cut a couple people back from that. And we have our smithy. Let's get this guy going, and then we're going to do iron tools, and then let's get this guy out of here. Smithy. And then our tailor's good to go as well. Swap that guy in, and then we'll go ahead and take this guy out as well. And now we got some more room for houses. Once these are cleared out, of course. Okay, and then repair. How are we doing on repairs? I am not seeing anything that's crumbling, so we should be okay with that. We have the 2 builders. Let's add one more. 27. Okay, so we got some room to expand here. Let's continue to work on this, and I missed my hotkey. This and this. And let's get a couple more of these guys on there. Let's go for the 6. Let's get some of this stuff built up. We're about to have the immigrants here. It's March. Let's also go for a gather all. Let's clear some of these fields. I think we got this all pretty much all cleared out. Yep. So let's go ahead and we'll get the rest of it all done. Mark all of that stuff up for wood gathering. We have so many workers for this. This will be perfect. It'll clear out very quickly. And then we can really get to building. Do we have anything new that we want to grow? Oat seeds. We could start working on some oats. You know, let's get some more research institutes going. I feel like that's what we really need to do. Paper maker. You're working on this, right? Okay, yeah, we got paper. Let's go ahead and turn paper on here and here. And we'll go to the school as well. Maybe not. I thought there was paper used for some studying. 10 per person. Okay. That is automatically being accounted for, it looks like. Let's get a couple more people working on this. And this should be looking a little bit better. Okay. Lots of reeds. We got a lot of reed demand, but that's just fine. We could start gathering fish and do a fish ban and utilizing that for our canned fish as we've done many times before. We'll put a little guy right in here and let's say storable items, nothing, with the exception of fish. So that's specifically going to be for fish. We don't have to do this. Let's do 2 people on fish. We got plenty of food, so that's not what I'm worried about right now. Trades. We can do more trades because can we export? That's what I really need to do. We can just keep working on more clothes. That worked out pretty well. Or, ooh, the new planks. And we have our wood problem. Domestic fuel. 3 apiece. 8 apiece on the planks. Let's do this. Let's swap this to planks. Let's do 500. Let's get some planks going on. If we have too many extra planks, we're going to just ship them out of here. And I think that's what we want to be doing. Some way to get some more food going on here. Trade going on. Let's go sand, and then we'll put 2 people in our sand guy here. Get a little bit of that happening. And then let's go back to this guy, our stock management. And we're going to ban our fish in anticipation for our salt. Okay, so we have the quarry now. We have our... Needed the bed. We have the quarry. We have the mine. Where the heck is it? Not processing, not logistics, construction. Betting shouldn't be construction to me. Okay. We should have... Well, we should have been starting rope. Some stone. Let's get this going. We're gonna need this guy for sure. Can't do advanced betting shop just yet, so we'll go for the regular old betting shop. That doesn't work there. Could make that work. We'll go like that. Let's back that up just a touch like so, and then we can bridge across. That'd be nice. We maybe do another bridge here. Doesn't quite look like it. This might work. Nope. Okay, well, this is our bridge, I guess. Just fine. We can bridge across on this way too at some point. Okay, I got 9 workers. How are we doing on the school? We do have the school still running. Okay, that's really nice. We got 5 workers working on stone, so that's what we need, I guess. No more stone around the map. We have a little bit of iron right there, but... Oh, the ship is stuck. Okay, yeah, this is going pretty well. Let's, we got 9 workers. I was thinking about bumping that up. Yeah, we can do a couple more in there. We'll put 2 in there. You guys are still working on domestic fuels. Plank stock looking all right. I don't want to quite send anybody else out on a trade. Oh, let's activate that. Bedding shop. We need rope. We need stone. So, weren't you making rope? Oh, I must not have changed it. Let's change it. Okay, got that making rope. These guys can make baskets after that. So this will give us some time to stockpile reeds a little bit. And then we'll get our stone. I could do a trade and buy some stone. That might be an idea. Because we're about to get some more immigrants. It'd be very nice to have, because we can send them out right away. Don't quite have the houses done yet, but hopefully we have enough wiggle room here. We should. We should have enough. Okay, and then we got... Oh, that's because we started to gather coal as well. So we have domestic fuel and coal for heating. That will be nice. Okay, so we can also cancel any other thingy out here we have that we don't need. It looks like everything else is completed. Okay, yeah, we got so many trees gathered up. We got about 1,400 timber. That's very nice. Oh, once we get some immigrants, we can also do this. Okay, we'll put 10 workers in there, and then we'll get about 10 people. We'll be looking at maybe 14-ish people. We'll see. How's our iron doing? Iron's doing all right as well. We don't have to adjust this mine quite yet. And there are our immigrants, 13 of them. And it looks like we have pushed a population milestone. Output of gathering structures is plus 10%, and new citizens acquired plus 8. Ooh, let's do that. We'll get a bunch of new people. Okay, we're looking at 25 right now. Form a caravan. We're going to go back to Meow. We don't have insurance yet. We're going to sell some things. Let's sell 250. Let's sell 50. And then I think what I want to do is construction materials. Oh, we can sell some of these guys. 17 a piece. Yeah, we'll sell some of those guys. Okay, so now we're over our weight limit. So how do we go back common? Let's reduce this down to 25 and this to 200. Obviously, this stone is going to weigh a lot, so that's going to be our issue here. What's the better one? They're equal. Okay, so since this is lower, let's say 0. Wait a sec. Okay, so the stone is really heavy. Can we say 200? There it is. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. And then let's buy some items. Let's buy some of that stone that we were just thinking about needing. Regular old stone. Let's go for, we say 200. That should work. So we're still gaining 2 silver a piece. So that'll work. We'll go ahead and form it up. 10 people heading out. 1.2 rate risk of death. Let's go ahead and do that. Get our trade going a little bit more. What do we got here? We got 2 there. We got 2 there. We are going to need another well for sure. Well would work great right there. Do that. And then we can sneak in some storage yards here, right? Yeah, that'll work nicely. Okay, a couple more little guys right there. Might as well sneak something there as well. I noticed that doing this and putting these things pretty much randomly pays off a little bit. It's not like the most aesthetically pleasing, but big fire. Oh, well, we should handle that quickly, and yes, we did. New seeds. Okay, that must have been the oat seeds. Since we do, well, I was gonna say, since we do have some wiggle room for people, we could start our orchard farm and start to gather up some coffee. Start working on that. But we got some other things that we want to work on, and that's the bedding shop here. We're still getting some more rope. We only need 4 more, and then of course some stone, which if we can't get by the mining that we have here, we'll get by the trade. So the next thing I prioritized was this guy, the bedding shop. So that'll get done, and then we can build that bridge that we're looking at too. Knitting workshop's almost completed. We'll get so many baskets going on over in here. Oops. Rosalind and Venus working, and let's go for cross shoes would be good, but we want some baskets. Scarecrows also of course help to keep the critters out of there from eating our stuff. But I think let's work on some. Do we do straw shoes and baskets or just baskets? Let's do both. We'll do both on baskets because we have too many extra baskets. We can sell them. And we probably do want to do some shoes as well, though. So we'll do like that. But I'm kind of encroaching on our mine setup, so I don't want to do that. We'll leave the 2 there. Let's get one of these guys started, just for spacing sake. Yeah, I can go all the way over there, so that's perfect. Okay, so we can go over here. Let's do that instead. So cancel all these. And we'll just go from the far side in, and then we can utilize the space for whatever we want. Which turns out to be a weird shaped knitting workshop right there. Or another storage facility. Let's drop a storage facility right here. I think that'll be a better choice. And then we can start working our way up this way. Like so. A couple more knitting workshops and such. Okay, that'll work great. And then we got this guy, and then we can kind of snake this around out like this for more knitting, for more reed fields when we need them, because we're probably gonna need those guys, and or sand pits. This one again, we're gonna clean areas with poor hygiene. 200 soap. We have 3 points now. All right, well, let's get a bathhouse started. We need to start processing our mining calcining kiln. We need refined fuel first. Refined fuel, calcining kiln. Okay, now we had one of these guys. How do we make that again? Let's see. That would be our fuel factory right here. Okay, so we'll grab our fuel factory. So we could put another quarry here. 1, 2, 3. So it fit approximately right there. Let's do a fuel factory and a fuel factory. This is usually what I do is we'll have a spot that's making coal and making making coal and iron, and we kind of make steel in that area. So that's what I'd like to do here. And turned all those off. We don't want to build them just yet. It's a little slow, so we used up a bunch of wood for it, but that's all right. Get these other things built up. Did this get completed? It did get completed. Okay, so bedding set. It's linen and feathers. Perfect. We can handle that. No problem. 4 workers. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We don't want to go too much more wild. And then we have the bathhouse, of course. Super good thing to have around town. But it looks like we might need to kick some people out of their homes so we can get this thing built up in the most effective manner. We go... Actually, maybe not. What if we go right here? We get everybody. Or do we go one more down? Let's go right here. That will work nicely. Perfect. Okay, 15 bedding sets, not that big of a deal. We got the cut stone. We should have the planks. Yep, great. So getting that done, that's of course going to be great for our health, which isn't great. So hopefully we get over 60% once we get that bath done. That would be very nice to have that. Then how are we doing our happiness? Still not great. Work efficiency is -10. So we got a little bit more happiness, a little bit more health, and we'll be looking pretty sweet. 5 births occurred last season. That's good too. That means we're heading in the right direction with things. Okay, so I like these guys. They are also going to, let's see if this still happens. Press F placement to change the style, building in scenic areas and increase the attractiveness. So something else that this used to do, which I'm not seeing that being designated anymore, is reduce this. Oh, it does say. Okay, take it back. It does slightly reduce the citizen's stress, and it was like 5% or something. But the lower the stress rate, the better the fertility rate's going to be. So we want that as low as possible. 100 wood, not that big of a deal. We'll go ahead and we'll work on that. Thinking of this, actually, this trading post, if we can start to get the level 1 stuff here, bamboo and whatever, we can start to utilize bamboo, which needs to be built in the forest farm, yes, for things. So not quite right away we can use that, but once we get down here, this is where we're headed. Get down here, things are going to be looking great. Okay, so we don't have anybody on the timeline as far as new people. So for now, let's just turn these off. I do want to utilize these. We're going to need some shoes over in here. So let's go ahead and we'll set those up for shoes. But we don't want to use those people for anything yet. We want them as free laborers. Still working on our betting sets. How many we got? 0? Oh, okay. Can I tie this road up? Oh, yeah. That'll work. Okay, got kind of a long stretch of buildings here where we're going to have to run around to get anything delivered, but I think that'll be okay. Wow, we need a lot of stone over in here. Oh, we got the 10 workers, and then we'll get 200. So, I mean, that'll help with these guys. I guess you could get all 4 of these done with just that stone, so pretty good. But winter is upon us, and we're still crushing it with food. Could use a little bit more water. We built another well, right? Yeah, we did right here. But let's just keep the 1 worker in there. Doing okay. Tooling. Smithy is at cap, it says. Yep, it is. Okay, well, let's bump this up to, what's 500? Sure. We'll do 500 there. We got 500 there. That's working out quite nicely. Fuel. How are you guys doing over here on domestic fuels? Let's get another worker working on that. 750 is our cap. We're getting pretty low. So I don't want to turn this back on and add 3 more people to it. We won't do that. We could build another school even, it looks like. We got 34 kids, so consideration. Let's yeah, I suppose let's do that. We're at our rope limit, 244. Wait, what are these worth? 5? Let's go for baskets. If we got that much rope already. School. Get distracted there. I'll go for the school, and that'll work just great right there. Then we can throw our other 2 books in that school. It'll be great. Went along quite nicely, I think. We could do a couple more gathering things here for trees, which we don't really have to, but let's do it. We'll have the extra help from the farmers, so we'll get that knocked out. Have a pretty good store for processing of the extra wood stuff. Baskets are at cap. Let's crank that up. What are these sell for? Also only 6. Okay. Basket. Oh, okay, yeah, that's working out. We got a good surplus of those guys. Just fine to have those. We're still struggling with wood, or I mean stone. And we're gonna cancel that, or take a person out of there, I mean. So refined fuel. Ooh, that's helpful. We can get this straw thing figured out. That would be really great. So we can make them not use wood for this. I think that's what I'm gonna do for temporary, just because it's wood, and early game wood is a pain in the butt. Okay, let's see. Anything else that we can have any issues with? Iron, though? Iron is getting a little low. don't currently have an iron mine, so let's go ahead and get that activated and get some stone towards that. Got all those trees taken care of already. Crazy fast. 6 workers. Let's put one more in there. Get a little bit more wood happening. I mean, water. And our statue's almost completed. So this should bump up. I want to say it was 5%. I don't remember for sure, but I want to say it's 5. And it'll be allocated toward that building buff condition in the bottom. Looks like our school's almost done. Oh, our caravan's back. All right. Good timing, people. Okay, and then could sneak in a couple more homes. That's probably a good idea. Because I'm sure we'll get some more immigrants here at some point in the near future. And we'll run our road like so. Okay. Caravan has returned to the town. And looks like only 6 out of 10 people came back, so we lost 4. And so we are now back at 11. Fish stock is doing pretty well. Do we have any tech points? 2 points. Okay. I would like to push this way a little bit more, but getting to the hospital right now, that's gonna require steel. Not quite there yet. We would need smelting and forge, which is gonna require more refined fuel, which we don't quite have that down yet. I'm gonna hold off on that. We could work towards upgrading our quarry and our mines. Quarry especially, since it's so huge. Mining forge, mining smelting. So we need to get these first anyways. Looks like, well, you don't need to, but it's recommended. School expansion. Oh yeah, we have paper now, right? Yeah. This is the way to go. Okay, get those 2 things allocated for that. Speaking of paper, how are we doing? 147 paper. Oh, okay, doing good. Doing good on that. We got here some fish. Okay. Let's get a couple more of our... These guys all accepting paper. I know I did a few of them. You do and you do. Okay. Let's get a couple more of these guys going. Not over there. It would work there. But it looks like storage may become a problem. So we'll just hold off on putting anything there. Big old tree. You're kind of in the way, bud. One there. And let's transplant it somewhere else since we have the iron tools now. Since this tree was transplanted to another location, the fertile soil was preserved. It seems like the trees in the settlement are growing more rapidly. Okay, get those guys. That, we'll do 2 there. Bring this guy out. So, okay, get those done. Allocate more paper to that. We already got 3 people working on paper here. Oh, I forgot that they're utilizing water for this. Let's get another paper mill going. Can I fit it here? Nope. Got the reeds. Oh, let's get this started. Iron ore. So we got that built up. That didn't take very long to get built up. Sure, we can start some refined fuel crafting. Crafting over here. Not a problem. Tech point. All right. Okay. Printing books would be a good idea. What does this say? Unlock enrich courses to teach more courses in schools. The number of available textbooks +1. Can acquire book mechanical principles. Interesting. I kind of want to check out the Palace of Justice though, so let's get that done. And then we'll go here and Palace of Justice. Oh, perfect. It'll fit right over there. Great. And that's going to take some cut stone and plank. We got both. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we're looking pretty good. Regeneration time of trees is reduced by 10%. That's so nice that they have this little buff thing here nowadays. Very, 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 very helpful. Okay, bathhouse. Residents in range plus 30%. Medicinal soap and salt. Oh, salt was the soap was the thing that changed, not fats. So if we go to, oh, you can only have 1 palace adjust. Makes sense. Processing. Sawmill, mason, kiln, herbalist. So here we go. Process fat, blubber, beeswax. Okay, yeah, it's still the same. Wonder What am I thinking of? Perhaps they changed it again. A salt workshop here would be good. We're kind of at the limit for housing. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll sneak this guy down like that. We can put another well in right there. We do need more well people, so we'll leave it like that. But we can utilize this area, is what I'm getting at. So we'll say soap. Like that, and then, yeah, well, we'll allocate for 2, but we'll only build the 1. We'll go like that. Nobody working in those guys, that's just fine. Okay, coming along quite nicely. Those rocks again, still only 19. We got 10 people working here. Can't do that yet. Okay, kind of stuck with that right now, unless we build another quarry. Yeah, iron's pretty low as well. Domestic fuels are getting a little bit low. We need to get those dense farms figured out. Let's go for another gather all. I mean, we have most of these trees just barely growing back, but look at all these up here. Oh yeah. Let's get some of these trees gathered up. September, so we're pushing winter time, but see how we do. Beans are bringing in lots of food. So good. Okay, so Taylor, what are you guys sitting at here? 495? Okay. Out of 500, that's pretty darn good. We'll have to keep our eye on that, make sure it doesn't dwindle too much more. Otherwise, we're going to need to build another Taylor. Which we'll have to do anyways, but... actually, we have an advanced Taylor now, I think. Yeah. And we can build it. Let's go ahead and pop one of these guys down. What are we looking at? Space. Okay, that'll work. That'll work like that. Then I'm gonna bring it like that around town. Okay, cool. Lots of stuff to build up over in there. We got six builders. Wow. Okay. Water's getting low. We got that working. Working on wood. Okay. Domestic fuels are getting really low too. That's not good at all. So we might need to flex a couple of these guys out of here. Let's take 2 of these guys out. Domestic fuel. Let's put 2 in there. Oops. There we go. 2 in there. Okay, so our iron demand is going to get a little bit higher for a minute. That's coal. So that's over here. We only have the 5 workers on that. What are we using so much stone for? Okay, we have the masonry workshop. That's 300. I mean, we need that, so we'll leave it like that, I guess, for now. But let's take out some of these guys. We'll take out half. Let's put them towards this. Actually, let's about even it. We'll put 7 in there and 8 in there. I have to try and get a little bit more iron going on since we're utilizing a bunch. Oh, and then this guy's gonna require bricks, which we don't have the thing for. Yeah, we do. Calcining kiln. Calcining kiln. Let's go ahead and get one of those guys started up as well. Kiln factory? Yeah, that's what I need. Okay, we'll get this guy going. Guess we could do one. Oh, we can be next door to these guys. That doesn't matter, right? Go like that, like that. Then I kind of want to sneak a little storage guy right back here. Oh yeah, and this is gonna be for nothing except fuel. Fine fuel. There we go. So that's the intent there. My intent there is going to be to power this thing, and then let's go clay, and then let's also go brick, and then let's sand. Got sand over in here, and glass. Okay, those handful of things. That's going to be this little teeny storage spot right there, just because the kilns are right here. That should work out okay. We don't have the workers for it right now, but as soon as we get another batch of immigrants. Okay, we have edicts now, so let's take a little bit of look at this and see what we got. So we have to accumulate edict points. The edict bodybuilding has been unlocked. You can activate edicts in the Palace of Justice. Okay, so how do we accumulate edict points? They require a monthly maintenance fee to be implemented. When there are not enough coins, you can use silver coins instead. Edicts will be discontinued when you cannot afford the fee. Okay. Let's see what we got here. The output of the well and big wells increased by 25%. Additional 20% movement speed increases on dirt road and stone road. Stone road? Stone road. This is really good. The gather and hunter hut increases by 60%. The storage capacities of the storage yard increase by 30%. Ripening time of fruits decreases by 50%. The number of tourists in off-season increases by 10. Access point increased by 1. The movement speed who work in tourism structures 30%. These are really good. Some of these are really, really good. I just don't know how to maintain the all these things finishing all at the same time. How to maintain the edict points. Let's go back up here and see if there's something that tells me. Legal education. Okay. So we have this guy, the Palace of Justice, a judicial building that is critical to disseminate edicts. It provides small amounts of edict coins. Okay. Edict coins provided by the Palace of Justice increased by 500%. So let's get this going. We can almost build this thing. We just got the this kiln done. So let's get the Office of Edict. Okay, and we'll plop this thing right next to it. That'll work like that. Okay, so this thing is producing edict coins? Is that what I'm understanding? House of Justice is 1,500 edict points. Okay. But we still have to figure out a way to accumulate them. So once this gets built, we'll see what that says. Okay, and then over here we want one to be brick, one to be glass. But we don't want to spend any workers over there right now. You can make down jackets. That's true. We should have enough alpaca, enough leather. Yeah, let's... Oh, and I don't have backpacks yet. Okay, let's do that. We'll make this guy do some down jackets for us. We can probably upgrade our tailor here as well, but an elder selling glass bottles. Okay, so we can purchase some. I don't really want to buy that, so we're just gonna skip that over. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Okay. Ooh, look at our health. 108%. Awesome. That's really good. We have 1 more point, 2 more points. Okay, so happiness. We have the brick, we have the glass. Costumes. Okay, what do we got to do to make costumes? Cotton cloth or... Okay, so we're going to need another tailor. Let's get this tailor. We'll copy that guy. We'll go like that. Let's get this thing built up. And then we have immigrants on the timeline. So once the immigrants get here, then we can kick this into gear a little bit more. We are probably... Oh, I don't have flax up here anymore? Oh yeah, we're probably really low on flax then. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna swap this to flax. Yep, we're out of flax. Okay. We'll go like that and like that. That might be why our clothing is a little bit dwindly. Okay, so we'll make these 2 things into flax once we get some more workers and we can really get that going. We got a bunch of these guys over in here that are just hanging out. We are making some refined fuels a little bit there. Great. You're using paper. Sweet. Okay. So this guy's just waiting on some glass, which of course we know about. This guy's sand, that guy is clay. All right. 3 points. Okay, well, let's get the theater. We want that anyways. What does drinks provide for us? We don't have any coffee beans, so this isn't going to do us any good. Could be a very good export, though. Let's go for this. Enrich courses. And then we have remodel, handout textbooks. Transcribe important contents in the textbook for students. The possibility of gaining additional abilities increases by 20%. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm gonna assume that requires books. Let's go for a reservoir. That would also be a good thing. Okay, so we have the one school here. Where's our second school? Right here. Let's add some textbooks to this thing. Let's go for... Ooh, that's good. Maximum health and max thirsty. Let's go for that. And then let's go for this one, water sanitation. And then when we get that, we didn't get a third one? I thought we got a third one from that. Number of available textbooks +1. Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's bugged. But anyways, we have those guys going now. Edict clerk. Okay. Any other fun things in here? Off-season travel. We looked at green forest. Left by building the forester's hut and an apiary. We don't have that. Reservoir output increased by 25%. These are so good. So good. Okay, we'll take this guy out of here. The advanced tailor, we need one of these guys to be making us costumes. We'll go like that. This guy's gonna make down jackets. Perfect. Okay, that's good, that's good. If we get a couple of other people that graduate school, we will be able to throw these people on the farm there to do some work for us. Services, theater. Okay, well, we gotta find a good spot for this thing. Go right there, that would be okay. Let's see, that... kind of misses a lot of things. We can put that there. It looks like the best spot is going to be right here. Looks like it gathers up everybody, so we'll put it there. Get that thing started up as well. Get our little road working in there. Okay. Reservoir. Let's get some of these guys going now. Okay. Rotate you. We need a little bit more land space than we have available to us right now over here. So that's why we put this guy in here. What? There we go. We'll go like that. And then we will, of course, just turn one of these off. Don't need both of them right now. Sure. And we'll pause you. Okay. That's looking good. All right, this is coming together quite nicely, I think. I think I'm gonna call it, I think, for now. We're at almost about 3 hours, and I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna find something to munch on here. That's gonna be it for this stream. I might come back to this world. I like the little map. So maybe we'll do another stream here in the upcoming week. But anyways, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys stopping by and saying hi in the chat. I'm sorry about this chat problem that I'm having still. I got that workaround with my phone, but I'll try and figure that out. So anyways, have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night, and I'll talk to you again soon.